And
Yes.
hear me out, Mimsy.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, because like, well, no, because think about it. You take the Hell's Greatest Dad song, and you have Leah and Gale arguing over Cedar, and then you have
Other
Kiddes who
way.
just barges in out
Other
of
way,
nowhere
other
and
way.
forcefully inserts herself in it.
Right.
Mm.
It's Leah and Cedar arguing about Gale, and
Yes,
then
yeah.
Kiddes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's
I had
fine.
so much shit going on in my head.
Cedar and Leah can both be Gale's dad. It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
And then you have Kiddes.
It's me and my many limbs. Just pulls them out of a bag like those sort of neckerchiefs that clowns have.
By the way, we're live.
Hi.
Yeah,
Why do we
I
always
love
say those
the.
cursed stuff at the start of stream.
I do it on purpose. I wait until you guys are like mid-sentence on a topic that's just random, and I'm like, now's a good time, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, this time it wasn't Charisse.
This time it was not me. So whoa.
There's just so many times it's been me, and I'm like, guys, no.
Wait, we don't ask for context society.
Which episode was it that we were talking about eating people?
I don't know.
There was one. It was like
Why
we
we started with that.
just entered and we were like something about eating people, and I was like,
Welcome to the live stream, everybody.
clip it,
Context.
clip it.
Who's she? Never heard of her.
Context, I barely know her.
I think I tried making it better by explaining that the entire topic started with veganism, and it did
not. That did not. Why
help.
would that help? Why saying that explain anything?
That's
No.
where it started.
Help.
Yes, because
Help
saying
me,
how to make
please.
veganism. That is not.
If you're watching this right now, help me.
You're fine.
But anyway, hi everyone.
Do you think lab-grown meat is still vegan?
That's a great question.
Because like they have lab-grown meat now, and I'm just kind of wondering. I'm like, would that be considered vegan? Because it's never been alive.
So it's like,
A lot of times people will say, like, if it has a face, I'm not going to eat it. It didn't have a face.
No.
It was a petri dish. It was in a petri dish. It wasn't the petri dish.
I guess it would have been like if you're extenuating, like
Wait, you're not supposed to eat petri dishes?
beyond veganism.
They're a little too crunchy for me.
I
So-
need to go to the hospital like now, guys.
On the topic of eating people, it's really funny because I always do those survival things with my wife, and I was like, well, if it came down to it, and you had to live, like your only chance of survival was like, you had to eat somebody. Like, say they died, and you didn't want their food to, like, you didn't want them to go to waste. I was like, if it came between me and dying, I would eat someone. And she was like, no. I'm like, why? I'm like, why not? If like no one else was around, and you had to do it to live. She was like, because I wouldn't want to become a Wendigo. She said, fuck that.
Fair.
And I was like, you know
logic
what?
there, yeah.
That's the argument. Not because I don't want to eat somebody, or I wouldn't. I just wouldn't want to become a Wendigo. And I'm like, I can't argue with that logic.
That's solid reasoning.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And but the thing is that's how the thing started. So it was just like it was veganism, and then the term "eating meat is murder," and then like the implication behind that sentence is that you wouldn't eat a person, would you? And based off historical evidence of people starving, I can't guarantee in extreme circumstances that I wouldn't.
Donner party.
And so then I was just like, well, I guarantee I wouldn't, and then it just kind of snowballed.
And then you and tier list people in the dorm who you would eat first.
Based off of
In
who
what
would
order?
provide the best meat.
Yeah, because technically, you'd want someone with
Zoe
at least a 20% BMI.
You told Zoe this to her face.
Yeah, I didn't expect her. She was the one that told me that you could eat
She was
most of the
pretty
human
chill.
body,
She
except
she
for
was
the
pretty
brain,
chill.
as long as you cooked it.
Still can't believe Braylon didn't catch on to them.
I don't understand how she didn't.
We had like several cannibalism conversations, like the last week of the school year, and we're having another one. And normally she's been out in the room when we've been having them doing her work, and she goes, "Are you guys okay?" And we go, "Have you not heard this is a normal conversation at this point. Where have you been?"
See, it's reasons like this that I'm happy I live on a different continent to you guys. Just, if anything should happen, I am safe.
Yeah, I mean, you guys just sent all your cannibals to Australia.
What do you mean, am I, though?
The problem is you're so
What do you
small.
mean?
I don't picture you to provide proper meat.
What do you mean small? Sophie's right next to you!
No more tier lists.
I played Connie Bell already.
Yes, but that, we're on the internet. You don't need to do the tier
Also-
list for the party.
Also,
Say
Trees,
that
what
for
are you
Q&A.
Trees, what are you talking about small? Sophie sat right next to you. Come on.
I'm relatively safe, actually.
She is relatively
Even on the
safe.
college tier list.
On the college
You can always
tier
climb
list,
into the
she's
vents and fit.
My height is an advantage in this situation.
Because it would depend on how many people I needed to feed.
All right, so who wants to recap last session for us real quick?
I can hide better. I can hide in a vent. I most likely will be eating this quickly.
But so last session we left whatever the town was in a cart, and Kidda's got food poisoning from eating regular food after whatever the hell happened to her when she lost her soul.
And put it in the necklace.
Yep.
We have punched the soul into a necklace.
Mhm.
Woo!
Just a normal Sunday evening.
Oh yeah. And then we just we traveled for a bit. Cedar helped Leah make an intelligence boost for her rat sergeant squeakers. Cedar helped Gale train with the knife, in which Leah and Cedar teamed up on Gale and was like, "Go the fuck to bed. You're tired as shit."
He was like,
He's
no,
still
I don't
tired,
want
but-
to. I gotta put others first, even if I'm about to die. And we're like, go the frick.
That's how he was
to bed.
raised. He, you know,
Yeah,
He's
well,
just
we're trying
breaking the
to
old
break
habits.
preconceived notions here.
he's trying to break those habits. It's hard.
We're helping. We were just hoping.
Um, and then when we got to the entrance to Leah's home, we saw these three magical rocks conducting lightning. And so Leah went to go investigate them and try to put them back in their proper spots. And upon touching them, three golems got summoned.
And now we're in the middle of combat.
Yep.
Okay,
As you
hashtag
do.
wager, how dare you?
I saw that
Sorry,
too.
what?
Someone in the chat.
Is it hashtag swagger or
No, it's
hashtag
wager.
wager?
Don't need to worry about her getting into food. You just put it on the top shelf. Yes,
Dang
that
it.
is the perfect comment.
Thank
Mhm.
you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's pretty great.
But yeah, so last I remember we left off, it was Cedar's turn.
Oh, okay. I get to hit things. All right, let's go.
Because
What do I do?
the enemies had just gone through, right?
Yeah. that's where
Yeah,
we ended
so
up.
yeah, so
Ending.
you hit 0. The enemies went. You did your prismatic evolution, we'll call it.
Mhm.
So right now, setting the scene,
Like a Pokemon.
you have this beacon of prismatic light that's just shining in a lot of different directions, creating almost like a sphere of dim light of just prismatic light. It's almost difficult to look at. And in the center of it, you actually see what looks like 3 Leahs actually standing there, and a shot.
Cedar's worst nightmare.
Right? A shot that would have traditionally dropped her to 0 health and knocked her unconscious, almost shed her entire being as she became this like crystal shard cracked version of herself, and is almost fractured. And that is kind of what you're witnessing at the front of battle, as she maintained with 1 health point.
Oh boy.
Don't know.
Okay, so if it's my turn to do a hit, then I will magic missile at first level for 1d4 plus 1. That's like 3 bolts of
And-
it.
If I'm not mistaken, this is on the little guy or the big guy?
The little guy. Can I borrow dice, please? Thank you.
Yeah, he
I
has
don't-
some mine.
No, I need a. Can I have a d4? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Pyramid. I like the pyramid guy.
Someone forgot
Alright,
her
so two.
dice.
I'm sorry. I've been at home all week. So okay, 5. So we have 2, 5, and 4. So that's 11 points on him. And then I'm going to take my bonus action. And where the heck is it?
It's a D4 plus Dex. So that would be
Yeah,
you would have a
so-
+7 to hit.
Okay, 24 to hit, so I think that hits.
That'll hit, yeah.
Yeah. And then that's 7 points. So
And
I think
then
that was 8.
I believe you do get sneak attack on your psychic blades.
Cool. What does that add for me?
2d6.
Oh,
Would she get a sneak
okay.
attack in this case? She's not hidden or anything, is she?
But I'm an engagement.
And then that's
of
another
course.
7 points. So that was 14. Okay, yeah.
11.
The dagger was 14, and then the magic was 11. Dang.
Not bad.
All on that little guy.
14, 11, so 25
That's
total?
rich.
25, yeah.
I heard that.
Good. You are meant to.
Okay, good hit.
And then can I bonus action and then hold my main action? Or is that not a thing?
I mean, I don't see why not. You would just have to declare holding main action and then do your bonus action.
Okay.
So you,
I will.
yeah.
So I will have Sergeant Squeakers cast enlarge on Leah. I will bonus action Shield of Faith, and I will hold my main action against the little guy until specifically the trigger will be when Kittis is in flanking with the little guy.
I'll allow it.
Yay.
I mean, if not, I can just do the Shield of Faith and not do the Sergeant Squeakers thing.
Yeah, we hadn't gone through what his skills are
Okay.
just yet.
Yeah,
but
then I'll just do the Shield of Faith.
I definitely don't mind if you wanted to do it though. I'll
Okay.
let it happen because it's not going to be super consequential. So
Yeah. Perfect.
Okie dokie.
And that's
Is
my
it-
turn.
all
And
right.
then is it Gale or Kittis next? I don't remember.
It goes Kittis then Gale.
Oh, okay.
Upward! Fireball above the big guy's head.
Fireball.
Level 3.
Dun, dun.
And so he has to do a Dex 15.
Lightning bolt.
He does not.
So he takes full damage of 30 damage.
Oh, really?
Wrecked.
And then bonus action, I teleport. Boom.
Is that the noise
Yeah.
of teleportation?
Just boom.
Bam!
I need a sound effect board for the stream now that I.
Yes.
Mm.
I would score that and put it on for anytime she teleports.
Alright,
yeah.
so activating my held action, that's a 21 to hit on the little guy.
Okay. That'll hit.
Just picking
With
up.
a second level divine smite. That is that's 48 points of damage on the first hit.
Ooh.
Damn.
Christy sakes.
You break away a rather large chunk of him.
Okay, is he still kicking though?
There is still light in his eyes,
Okay.
but barely.
So then, with my second strike, I will just do this one regular, no divine smite.
Do you hit? What's the roll?
Fuck, right. Yes, I do, with the 28.
Okay. Roll a dex save.
Okay. Nope.
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 What'd you roll?
A 9.
Okay. So yes, you basically he acts just like the other one, where he basically the explosive lightning energy kind of that's welling within him is unable to hold his body together as he loses the last bit of his health from that strike, and he explodes outward. Um, a difficult terrain will hit the field around you, or you can take damage by navigating through it. But the initial explosion, you did not save, so you took 5 damage.
Okay, I'm out.
Oh, yep. Uh-oh.
Just wait.
Yep. And a turn.
Just keep in mind when walking around that area as well, it would be either difficult terrain or if you wanted full movement, you will take damage. As sharp rocks now litter the battlefield, pretty much the whole left side where Leah and Kittis are currently.
Okie dokies.
So don't go there. Cool.
That'll bring us to Gale.
Okay. I'm gonna use my action, and I'm within 30 feet of Leah, so I can do this. I'm gonna do a Channel Divinity. And no, why would you quit the app? Sorry, me and apps are not working today. So yeah, I'm gonna Channel Divinity preserve life. I'm gonna pump all 35 hit points into Leah, which should bring her back up to life.
35, yeah. Perfect.
Nice. And for my bonus action, how hurt is Cedar right now?
Let me check. She's actually doing pretty well at the moment. She's got 31 out of 47.
That's pretty good.
You might want to help Kittis instead.
It'll be fine.
You have 12 points.
It'll be fine.
I mean, it'll be fine.
No, I'm helping Kittis. I'm pretty sure I'm within 60 feet of you.
Mm-hmm.
I am. So I'm going to pop a 2nd level healing word on Kittis. So that's going to be where are my D4s at? Come here, my pretties. Okay, that is going to be 10 points of healing for Kittis.
How much healing do I actually get?
Oh, shit.
That's
a good
why
question.
I was like, guys, don't worry about it.
How much? What was the point value of the heal?
10.
Yeah, 10 total.
Okay, so even number 10, you get 5.
Okay. Yep.
Oh dear. And because of my various healing traits, I get like Disciple of Life. I get 4 hit points back from using healing spells from that. Do you want to use my movements? You know what? I think I'm good. That's gonna be my turn done.
Okay. So you just healed a bunch of stuff. Leah went down, killed Buddy, because it brings me to the top of the round. A big rock guy. What does he want to do now? He has his leaps.
Is it what?
But would he...
You what?
Can you repeat that, please? I don't think I was properly terrified the first time.
No worries. He would be annoyed at Gale. Okay.
Oh.
So he crouches down and kind of goes into a prone position where he will then jump and leap into the air at a rather large height and come literally crashing down right in front of Gale with a 2-handed hammer fist directly down on top of his chest. Now, Leah, go ahead and take your opportunity.
Love it. 28 to hit.
Okay.
That'll hit.
$19 damage.
From a basic shot? 19 still?
Yeah. Oh, I have a plus 12 to hit. Or plus 12
plus
to my
12, that's
damage.
right, that's right.
Which is what you get from
Yeah.
maxing.
Yeah.
Right. Gale does a 25.
I think you know it does, yeah.
I'm in danger.
33 points of damage.
How many, sorry?
33.
Ooh.
Oh boy,
Okay.
that's a hefty hit there.
As he
Ooh.
slams up from the ground with both hands, basically creating a crater underneath Gale as it crushed him, he lifts his hand and a giant foot is pushing with full force through directly into Gale's chest, knocking him back. And this is a 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits as well.
Okay. Roll a dex save.
Dex save. Okay. Come on, please. That's a 14.
Okay. You take 14 damage.
14 damage.
14 damage as this rock foot pummels you directly into the chest. You get knocked back 10 feet and thrown prone as you're catching your breath as the air left your lungs as you just took this hit from this giant stone rock man. Are you still up?
No, Gale's on death saves.
Oh shit, okay.
Ah.
Yeah, I was wondering.
I had
So-
39 hit points at the start of this round.
Yeah, he doesn't have too many of these left.
Oh, thank God for that.
So you see this crater form at Gale's feet as these rock hands kind of like lift up, and he kicks, and you just see as Gale flies through the air, he hits the ground unconscious and down. The rock guy kind of begins to kind of turn around and spin, almost menacingly looking for his next target. And that'll bring us to the top of the round for Cedar.
Okay. So I'm gonna use a little bit of my movement, run over, use my action to give him a healing potion, and then which is for 2d4 plus 2 of healing, and I have the. Thank you. This is why I bought these. Oh, hey, both fours. Okay, so plus 2, so that's 10 points of healing for you. And then,
It's back up.
and now you're the patient.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. No problem. And then I'm gonna have her throw another dagger. Well, actually, wait, no. For my bonus action, am I able to bonus action magic missile?
No.
No,
No, I
that's
can't
a
do
full
that.
spell.
Okay.
Hmm?
Frick. Okay, never mind. Then I'll just do my knife. I'll just use my knife.
Okay.
Actions. Just gotta make sure.
The name sounds familiar. Have we seen a Coke Man 7?
Yeah, that's
Yep.
that's. Sorry, words are not coming to me right now. Sloan.
Oh,
Sloan.
shit.
Sloan, hi.
Ah, hello.
There we go. Just
You
wanted
used
to
live with her.
say hi in the chat.
Welcome
No.
aboard.
I'm like pretty sure that's Sloan. Okay, so
I would laugh if it's not Sloan.
I know, right? This whole time.
That's 3 fours in a row.
Nice.
I'm happy with that.
If you're not Sloan, I'm sorry.
If you're not Sloan, okay. If you are Sloan, please confirm that I'm right.
If you're not Sloan, sorry and fuck you.
No.
Not really, not really.
Don't do
I'm
that.
British. That's how we say hello.
Guys.
If you're not Sloan, you're Sloan now. I think that's what.
So that would be. Oh wait, I forgot to roll to see if I actually hit the guy. Oh well.
Usually that helps.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, 12, 7. Okay, 19 to hit.
No.
What? That's unfortunate.
That's how it
So-
feels.
and I'm going to take the rest of my movement to fly fast this way. I'm going to now run. There. So never mind. Even though I rolled like my third 4 in a row on a 1d4, I guess it's useless.
It is.
Sadness.
Mhm.
That is my turn. Gale's alive, don't die.
That's some good advice right there.
Yeah.
Alright. All
For the
right.
folks at home, don't die, please.
I know you're probably feeling itchy, so Leah, you're up.
Fuck yeah. Alright, with my half movement from the difficult terrain, I will move here.
You're still
Or, sorry.
enlarged, right?
Yeah. But so I'm sorry, before I move, I bonus action hidden step, turn invisible. And then I move.
Okay.
Uh, which that is a 23 to hit.
That'll
Drop
hit.
the fucking dice.
Heck yeah.
I am gonna use one of my the self psychic damage to add 2d6, but I am not going to put in a divine smite.
Okay.
It is Slum.
Yeah.
Oh, thank goodness.
So that is 21 points of damage.
21's good.
And then strike 2. And I lose my invisibility with that.
I figured, yeah, because you used advantage on to get the hit, right?
Yeah. That is another 23 to hit.
Okay.
Same thing, no divine smite, but yes, extra 2d6. .24 points of damage.
Alright, he is still up, but large chunks of him are missing as
Okay.
the combat has been kind of progressing. You can kind of feel that his acts are getting a little bit more desperate, and he's kind of just punch drunk at this point, but he's still on his feet.
Gotcha. And just for housekeeping, I did just take 6 points of damage from the self damage I had to deal, so I'm now at 29.
Perfect. Alright.
Got it.
Kidus.
I'm going to cast a. Let's see. What do I want to cast? That's the question.
No, to be or not to be is the question.
Let's see.
Thanks, so.
The problem is I assume his con's gonna be super high.
Well, but okay, how many third level spells do you have left?
I have no third level, only second.
You could throw out a
First.
second level witch bolt. And
That
as
sounds-
long as you hit high enough, it's just guaranteed repeat damage.
Yeah, but I'm gonna probably pop a bubble.
Yeah,
And no
but if you don't,
bubble.
but right now we just need him to fall.
Okay. So which bolt? That is 21 to hit,
That'll hit.
Yes.
and that is 16 damage.
Okay.
And see.
You actually see the lightning almost fill the cracks of the rocks that have been kind of forming in his body this whole time.
That's cool. I like that.
Okay, well, risk or pop? Okay,
You can't pop anymore. It takes an action.
well, so then we're just gonna slowly inch back this way, being very careful about the rocks. And we're gonna do that. And that's my turn. So, Gale.
Yep, it'll bring us to Gale.
Okay, Gale gets up, and this motherfucker gonna get it now. I'm gonna pop a second level spell and go in with an inflict wounds on.
No,
The
no,
meanie.
no. You would know that necrotic damage is only half effective.
Because last time.
Oh yeah.
I've
Then
slept
this
since then, so I don't know. Okay, fine.
Well, right, but I'm saying Gale would.
Gale would know.
No.
Yeah.
That was right. Just now we tried it.
True.
Yeah. Sorry, I've slept since then. I've had
No,
a really
you're
busy
you're
time.
totally fine. It's been like 3 weeks.
You get
Yeah,
sleep.
it's been 3 weeks. No worries,
Yeah.
man.
Radiant pretty much doing that. Okay, you know, I'm gonna use my movement to get back a little ways. To about. Oh, actually, I'm still in range. About there. And you know, he's gonna pop the first level. No, he'll do second level spell with guiding bolts.
Nice.
That's still okay, right?
Yeah, as
Just want
far
to
as
double
we
check
know.
before. Okay. That is gonna be. Oh, a 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Nice.
Does that hit, Mr. DM?
Yes, it does. It does hit.
Yes. Good. Because now I get to roll 5d6's worth of radiant damage.
Heck yeah.
I like rolling lots of dice. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Okay.
That is like coffee in a marshmallow.
5, 10. 22 points of radiant damage. I rolled really well that round.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
So I'm doing my happy roll up. And then bonus action wise, I can still do cantrip, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Thought I'd just check that. I think it's time to return to an old Gale favourite, Magic Stone.
Yeah.
He's gonna pick up a pebble and just throw it at this meanie.
I'd like to think he's just throwing a chunk of the golem at the golem.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Dirty 20 to me.
4 points of bludgeoning damage. It just.
Yeah.
That's for downing me, you dick! And that's his turn.
We love yelling at the enemy.
He is dignity, he is grace.
Mhm.
He throws rock in your face.
Yes, that's perfect.
You're welcome.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
So that'll bring us to Big Bad.
Yep.
And you just yelled at him.
You did, and threw
Oh,
a
I'm
pebble at him.
fucked.
So
And lots of radiant damage as well, don't forget that.
don't forget that. What you see is he will take
Oh gosh.
his hand and grab his right shoulder
Oh.
and pull off a boulder
Oh no, he's gonna throw it at me.
the size of your torso.
Oh. Oh gosh.
He then reaches with his right hand and pulls off almost like an armor plate boulder from his left shoulder. He spins around, letting one loose with full force directly into the direction of Kittis, and before it has a chance to hit the ground, the second one flies through the air, crashing into Gale.
Both of them have disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. So both of them at disadvantage because
I'm in melee range.
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I would.
Oh. Well, I'm glad we had disadvantage because I rolled a natural 20 on the one for Kittis and an 18 plus 8.
I'm down.
So Kittis is 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
The one I'm not sure about. Gale, what's your armor class again? Because I just rolled a 21.
20.
Okay.
It's 20.
21 will hit.
21 will hit. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was with disadvantage. Let's see where everybody is at.
I'm pretty sure he just dropped 2 of them, so.
Yeah, like Gale's on 10. So
Kittis is 20. Gale took 13.
So
Yeah,
20,
Gale's down again.
I'm on saves.
Oof.
Just went down.
Yep, so am I.
Okay. So you see these you see these 2 boulders smush Kittis and like didn't we just do a Wicked Witch of the West? The only thing you see sticking out from under the boulder is both of Kittis's feet. As she
I think Gale just
self-fulfills
shouted
her prophecies.
Oh.
Gale, however, takes it and tries to like stand on his feet. He stops the rock, but then unconsciously passes out, leaning up against the boulder that he just tried to catch. And you can actually see an exposed core of what looks like lightning balls just charging the inside of this golem, as he is definitely on one of his last legs. He's tired, but you can see his armor is practically gone of just rock and flesh, that he's and lightning, not flesh, that he's made up of. But the roll an insight, Leah.
Okay. 22.
He has more life because Kittis charged him up before
Fuck.
Yeah, I
she
figured.
died.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dang it!
I figured. That's why I didn't want to do witch bolt, but I was like, I will try it. I will see if it works.
Yeah.
Okay. So no zapping spells.
So that means we have, who's up? Leah and Cedar. So Cedar's next.
Okay.
Save yourself.
Just worry about healing him.
Worry about helium.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I like more
So I'm gonna
borium.
go back over.
How about selenium, maybe?
Just got you up. Cedar goes, "Oh come on!" Flies over with half of her movement. Gives him the other health potion.
Oh no, is this the last one?
I had 2. I bought 2 of them for you, and I used both today.
Fuck.
Ugh. Okay, now I have 0 of these.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I know, but I'm still sorry.
Cokeman says, "Don't die, Cedar."
Thank you, Slump.
So if Rockman lives, I'll have to kill Cedar.
No, we don't have to do that. Okay, so that's 8 points of healing. So, popped you back up.
Yells back up again.
When he pops back up, she goes, "Okay, I don't have any more. Please, seriously, do not die this time."
I think I'm going to implement TKO rules. If I knock you guys out 3 times in one fight, you're out for the rest of the fight.
No.
It's like boxing rules.
As long as that's not dead, that's
Yeah.
I kind of respect that.
Yeah.
What was it? He's just sleeping. He's just resting. In pieces. That man is dead.
It's only so many times you can get up.
Mhm.
I
Okay.
didn't hear no bell.
So after that, I am going.
Does that still count for Kittis? Because still don't know if I'm technically dead or not.
You're on saves.
Yeah, but no, I mean just in general.
Oh, in general. Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Do you mean physically or inside?
Right.
Because I mean,
Yes. Oh, gosh.
Yes.
How is the little corpse girl?
dead. She's dead.
As opposed to the rest of the time, you're as cold as.
Well, only one part of
Just
me was
like
cold.
a functioning corpse.
Yeah.
The thing is, only
Is she
one part
willing
of
to
me was cold as the
sacrifice?
corpse last time.
Oh, Lana. Go ahead. What?
Gail did a setup, and I
Yeah.
just committed to it. That's all.
Oh, yeah.
you.
What did you say?
So Gail said, "Is she as cold as ice?" And I said, "Is she willing to sacrifice?"
Mhm.
Oh gosh.
I'm glad someone else got the foreigner reference.
Oh, of course I got it too.
So giving him the potion was my
Action.
For my bonus action, I'm going to throw my my dagger of Azure Fury. That'll be
No,
No, why
No,
not?
please go ahead.
we
Do it.
learned that lightning is a bad thing.
oh wait,
Yeah.
so right. You're so right. Thank you. My head was just like a knife. My head was just like, ah yes, knife time.
Knife time. Lightning knife.
Lightning knives is a great idea.
I
Wait a
agree.
second.
Please.
Okay.
No, I don't like that. I don't like that smile.
Don't do that. I will be using my psychic knife. 26 to hit, so I think I hit this time.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And you do
Alright.
get sneak attack because I'm in engagement.
That's 2d6, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, so that's 8 for the first one. Oh, they. Okay, 6 and 4. Okay, 10.
10
That's
damage?
18 total damage.
18 total damage. And then I'm gonna take the rest of my movement and go away. Bye. And
and I'm spent.
All
And
right.
I'm going to go away.
Okay. That'll bring us to Leah then.
Bonus action hidden step. And I will hit this guy with everything I have. My last divine smite, my extra 2d6 buff, all of it.
Okay.
For a 28 to hit, fuck yeah.
20 to hit.
That is seriously disgusting. The fact
Yep.
you can roll above. Was it you got a +7 on
Plus
your
10 to hit.
plus
And
10?
plus
Yeah.
12 for my damage.
So how dare you roll above 10? Quite frankly.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. You do you.
Oh, I know. Oh, this is nice.
Just the rolling.
58 points of damage.
Okay.
Oh!
Who's in range?
I knew it was gonna explode, yeah.
Sorry, who's in range? Oh, for God's sake.
Run.
I need a dex save from Gale
It's not-
and Leah.
Okay.
A dex save. Nope.
With my last spell, I cast silvery barbs.
This is not a
That's a saving.
That's
This
a
is-
saving, so he can't
Yeah.
reroll.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
yeah. This
Sorry,
is like
never
this
mind.
is like an effect. So since it's not a roll for him, it's not. Yeah, it's just kind of an what is it called? It's an effect, like
Yeah.
an arena. It's like an arena effect.
So that's a 24 for me.
Okay, Gale.
1.
Yeah.
1.
Well, with
And-
my plus one modifier, that's 2.
Okay. So
no.
from
Points.
he basically shatters into pieces. All of the armor that was surrounding his core has broken away and scattered to the floor as Leah came down with the hammer. You're using the hammer, right?
Yeah.
Just thematically. Cracking him in the chest, exposing this core of sentient lightning as it explodes outward. Hundreds of tiny lightning bolts, like an orb, just lashing out of pure elemental energy, disperse across the field. Leah manages to dodge, but Gale takes a lightning bolt directly to the chest, shocking him for 30 points. As
You're never going to guess this, guy, but Gale's down again.
Gale's down again. And
What's the oh, never mind, it's all good.
this has pierced your body as the lightning bolt went through you and grounded itself as you were standing on the ground behind you. And as you fall, you hear the crinkling and cracking of the sand that had just turned to glass from how hot this lightning bolt was. And glass shards also kind of penetrate up into your back as you fall on them through the armor. And you just feel pain. You also have 3 points of exhaustion for the foreseeable future.
Fun.
Hearing someone needs to take another nap.
Yeah. So Leah's
You need a
instantaneously gonna run over,
Mhm.
just like screaming Gale's name, put a hand on his chest, and pump 20 points of lay on hands into him.
Before you do
Yeah.
that,
Cedar
Okay.
runs,
No.
but there's not really much she can do. She's just kind of panicking.
so you take your movement to run over to Gale. A bolt of lightning strikes your back as you realize it's not dead.
What?
What?
24 to hit.
Hit.
12, 13, 14. This is 17 points of lightning damage.
Love it.
Why do you love it?
Because my ability activates.
Oh,
Yeah. So
Okay, that's reason to love it.
you see
Okay.
the lightning strike Leah's back. She kind of rides out in a little bit of pain, but quells it down inside of her as two other forms of her appear around her almost prismatically. Did we say it was 2 or 3? Either way, it doesn't matter. As just 3 of her just start running towards Gale to safety. And let's see, whose turn would it be?
It would be Cedar's.
so quick question.
Wait, no,
Are we doing the
it's
TKO?
It's his. So you attacked and then used your movement to get away from him to go to Gale, which is fine.
Are we doing the TKO rules, or is Gale now back up again?
No, we're not doing
the third time he's gone down.
Yeah. So I'll say thematically because you can use the Lay of Hands and bring up Gale, but since it was technically an extra action, I'll skip his turn.
Okay.
So the ball of lightning now begins to run, essentially, as it strikes out as an opportunity against Leah, but realizes that its armor is now gone and broken, and there is nothing left here for him. All his friends are dead. And the ball of lightning begins to run towards the shield. And I'll change the card out in just a second.
Leah's fucking pissed. And when she sees this guy start to bolt, are we basically out of turn order or?
No, we're still in turn order.
Okay, then I can't do
So-
anything yet.
Was it me?
So yeah, that was his turn.
So-
So yeah, it would be you. And I just have to reform the character really quick to get a proper distance, but aside from that, yes, it's your turn.
I'm gonna fire a firebolt at it.
Is it within range?
Yeah, 120 feet.
Okay.
It's one of my favorite cantrips because it's got range. Let's see if I hit. Oh wait, that did not count because I dropped it into a blanket. Come on, come on, come on, come on. 11 plus 8. Oh, that's 19. Does that probably doesn't hit, does it?
And what are you hitting?
The lightning creature.
lightning
Oh no, I meant what are you hitting with? Sorry.
firebolt.
Okay. 19 will hit.
Ah,
He
yay.
doesn't have his armor.
2d10. There's that's a and then I'm gonna put up where the heck? Thank you. Okay, that's 3 hit points. That's not great. And then like right after firing off the firebolt with one hand, I'm gonna throw a psychic dagger with the other. Cause Cedar is very ticked right now.
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
60 feet.
She can go into range though.
Yeah, she can. You'd have to move,
Yeah.
but you can do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly up part way.
Don't go into the where he exploded.
I'm not. I'm like I'm up. I'm right here.
Okay.
I'm in the non-explodey zone. Where's the
Ooh.
That looks very similar. I know that. Look.
15 plus 7, 22 to hit, and then
That will
1d4
hit.
plus 4. Okay,
5.
that's 5. Do I still get sneak attack range?
No.
Dang nabbit. Okay. So yeah, we had 3 and 4, so it's like 7 more hit points. So it's not much, but she's more angry than
Get pissed.
yeah.
So,
That's trying to run.
Okay.
I threw fire and a knife at it.
All right. So it is still up. Due to its form, it's almost impossible to tell what type of damage is working, what damage it's taking. It seems to just be a cloud of just lightning, still in kind of a human-esque golem form, but it seems to be deforming into and compressing and getting smaller into like an orb. So that was Cedar. Leah's
be
up, I
at me.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't Gale back up? Did
Yes.
you just
Yeah.
roughly?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's up.
So then I can. So where? Tell me if I went here, and then here, and then here, and here, and here. Would I be within melee range of him?
Unfortunately, not, because you'd have to go through difficult. One, you'd be going through difficult terrain for
Exploding.
from 10 of those steps. So you can take damage, but the only way to reach him, you'd have to dash probably.
Okay, so if I was right here, would I not take any damage? But would I not take any damage from terrain?
Yeah. So if you were to go and stop there, yeah, that would be, because
Okay.
if you were taking the movement reduction, you're not going to take damage.
Perfect. Then I'm gonna do the only thing I can do. I'm going to bonus action hidden step for the final time. And I am going to throw a javelin right at its core.
Okay, so you're gonna do it. So you switch in and then throw in. Okay.
Or a 24 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
That is 16 points of damage.
All right. Okay. Gale, you're up.
Okay.
Wait, does he get a turn, or are we skipping it because you let Leah heal outside of her turn?
Well, what I should have done is taken away your movement in action, but
Okay.
I didn't want to.
Okay.
So he will.
Something else.
If Gale wants a turn, this is his turn. Yeah.
Please, because I have things I would like to do. Real quick, Rain, what's Leah's current hit point total?
12.
12. Okay. And for the others?
Am I doing death saves, by the way?
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
got one failure.
You're gonna want to bonus action heal.
That's what I'm
Kiddos,
thinking. Yeah. Because
I'm
what I'm
still
thinking is,
rocking at 31.
Good, because I rolled
Right.
that one, so I double failed.
Yeah.
okay.
Please.
I need to move slightly because Leah's just moved out of range, so I'm half movement with my heat levels exhaustion. So I'm going to 5, 10, 15, move up to about here. So I'm now within range. I'm going to pop my second Child Divinity, and do I can't remember what it is. Preserve life on Leah. So that's 35 hit points for Jarl. I'm now out of my Child Divinities until I take my rests. And then I think it's going to be best to, because of how thingy healing is with Kidis, I'm going to pop one of my 3rd level spells for Healing Word. Just to check I'm within range. I think I am. 5, 10, 20, 10. Yeah, I'm within range. Yeah, 3rd level spell slot with Healing Word, which is going to be 3d4 plus 6. Ooh.
Should be higher than +6. Should be +8.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry. Because I didn't click on it, it doesn't show up.
Right.
Straight.
Yeah.
It's weird.
No, you're good. I just wanted to make sure we get that extra healing.
Yep. That is, I say 16 total.
Joker, what happens?
16 total. So it's a round number, so you're fine. You're up with 8. I think you were only -7, right?
I think so. I didn't count.
I think I did. So you should be good. I'll say that will heal you to. That will just heal you up. So you're
Alright,
you're
so
up to 8. Yeah.
Okay.
He just had to heal
Okay.
past your negative, which he did. So
And she's up.
And then, because Gale did a healing with the 3rd level spell slot, he gets 5 hit points back. And he's going to turn by saying, Kidis! Fucking get out of here! In a good way!
just leave.
Kidis, fuck off!
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So that'll bring us to Big Bad, and he'll, in his semi-corporeal form, you can kind of see that he's holding like a human form, and he turns around and looks back at you, and one of his arms that is just essentially lightning and smoke will be holding the core of his chest as he looks back over his shoulder, looks forward, and then steps through the veil. And as he does so, the combat music will end, but you see a bunch of flashing numbers now running through the barrier, and he disappears.
Question: did he remind me of the primordial I accidentally summoned a few sessions ago?
He looked like one. If you want to roll an arcana... Well, you saw a glimpse of him as you peered out from under the rock, so since you were kind of dead for a little while there, I will say if you want to take an arcana to see what it was, you probably could.
Okay. 17.
Sounds like Cherie speak for. Is this one my fault?
It's not my fault. I refuse to acknowledge that if it's my fault.
It wasn't strong enough to be a primordial. It was some
Okay.
form of elemental, though. It definitely
Okay.
was. It seemed to be formed of, like... It seemed to be if lightning took form and gained sentience.
Fun.
And that sentience was a jerk.
And Kid is just like, someone get this rock off me.
Leah will just slowly walk over and just lift the rock off.
Cedar's gonna fly over and check on Kiddis. It's very much like, are you okay? Are you okay? Like, she's like, are your arms crushed? Are your legs crushed? Can you walk?
Kid is just kind of poking herself, just like, did I feel pain?
Are
when
you
I
more
got
dead?
hit?
Are you more dead than usual?
Doku, did I feel pain when I got hit?
Interesting.
Yay, pain!
Yay!
You, you've had dental work done, right? Where they've numbed your gums with like lidocaine.
Yeah.
So it didn't hurt.
That's fun.
It didn't hurt, but you still felt the pressure.
Ah.
That's kind of what it felt like.
I can sew my arms.
Is that your first thing? Are you saying that in character?
Yes.
Cedar goes, do you need to?
It's like, I have tattoos, but I can do more pretty designs on them.
Okay, let's talk about arm embroidery later. Are you more dead than usual? Are you okay?
I'm alive.
Okay, good.
I check on my necklace to make sure my necklace is okay.
Your necklace is okay.
During this time, Gail's
I
going to walk up to the group.
I love how you're going to
sit
sally
down
yourself,
and-
though.
Huh?
I said, I love how you're going to sally yourself, though. You're like, I'm going to sew my arms. Sorry, Gail, go ahead.
Yeah, so during this time, Gail's going to have walked over and started doing a prayer of healing with everybody at third level. Take about 10 minutes, and he'll be able to get some healing points, at least for everybody. Which is going to result in, oh gosh, it's mathematics, plus 8, 23 points of healing for anybody who wants it.
That's 11
everyone
for
gets,
Kiddis.
Yeah.
or 11 for Kiddis, which
Whoever needs more, I'm 31.
Well, no,
so good
it's
night.
you can't allocate it like that.
Oh, so it's like, oh, okay, it's 23
Yeah.
for each.
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
11 for
basically,
me.
I can choose up to 6 creatures who then receive it, basically.
Okay.
Well, there are
And-
2
and if
dead
she
rock
refuses,
monsters. You can do those dice, too.
No,
I
no.
want
If
to go
Cedar-
check- I want to see what the rock monsters are made of.
Be
Rock.
careful. Do not die.
I don't feel pain.
That's not good.
They're
We're
made out of
discovering
lobsters.
things.
Did you say made out of lobsters?
Yep,
Oh my gosh.
they're rock lobsters.
She just kind of puts her gloves on, and she just kind of like starts like walking over to like the wreckage of like the creatures, and she starts like trying to figure out how they worked.
It's instantly tased and dies. No, I'm kidding.
No.
Once Kiddis is doing that, Cedar turns around. Gail, are you okay? Oh my gosh, are you okay?
Yeah.
We are no licking.
You know what you're doing.
Gail then for a second.
You know what's going wrong.
No.
Yeah,
it's
stop
not-
licking your bollocks.
No, he's licking his paws. He's like he licks his paws and it's not good for him. He thinks he's a cat.
This is what I do when I pray.
Leah just looks over. Damn, I got flexible in 7 years.
Stop.
I just removed some ribs. It's okay.
Okay.
Marilyn Gale. I like it.
We are a family-friendly stream.
Are we though?
Not my fault.
Yeah, it's
All
not
right.
my fault.
Like, not my
So,
fault.
It's partially my fault.
yes.
Yeah. So, Leah, are you okay?
I'm fine.
Okay, good. Oh my gosh, you went down so many times. Are you okay?
No.
Okay,
No, this is what I've been afraid of.
Yeah. Okay. That was a lot. I would give you a health potion, but I don't have any more.
That's
have to
fine.
buy-
I've been healing a little bit myself. It's okay.
I'll have to buy some more next time we're in a town.
It's okay. Look, whenever I do stuff and heal you, I feel a little bit better, so it's okay. Like not just like emotionally, but physically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking
It's a healing thing.
speaking of physically, you need to rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I do.
Go rest, please. For the
I
love of
feel like I cannot do anything right now.
Leah
Oh,
will
wait,
just
no.
when Gale says that, Leah will just grab Gale and throw him over her shoulder.
Ah! Okay.
the noise.
This is thank you. This is kind of dignified, but you know what? My ego's been bruised enough today, so thank you.
So Cadis is now exploring the wreckage of the mini stone peoples.
Looks like ordinary rocks.
There's nothing left of interest.
They're very sharp. They are unnaturally sharp. If you roll a investigation or Arcana, depending on how you're looking at them.
She's trying to figure out, because she's primordial-esque, and so which way would that go?
Arcana.
Okay, then 18.
Okay. So this is what you get with an 18. So you're kind of going through the debris field, knowing that they kind of exploded, and you pick up a few of them. And what you see is that these rocks are fairly ordinary, but they seem to have been held together by lightning. So on the rocks that are kind of the inside of the armor, you can actually see that they're glassed over from the heat from the voltage. But these were not primordial in nature, from what you can tell. They seemed very elemental. And with an 18, it was wild magic in a sense, where you get a feeling that there's normal magic that you can kind of summon lightning and cast fire, but this was kind of a twisted form of magic that was actually coming together in one area to form something unnatural. So it was an unnaturally created lightning elemental, from what you can tell. And that kind of goes against the standard of creation as you know it, because usually things don't pop into existence in that way magically. And that is what you get. So you'll have rocks that will be extremely sharp. You have to be careful even holding them, because they're almost sharper than razor blades, that are half glass and half stone.
I put some in my bag.
And so Leah's going to approach the arch and just stick her hand through the field. Does anything happen?
It's solid.
Oh.
You are not expecting it to be solid, but it is extremely solid. Roll a perception as you touch it.
Alright.
Giving Chamber of Secrets.
Also, I don't know if we did this last time, but I got
Seven.
637 for bag.
I will check out the bag in just a moment then. You said
Okay.
7?
Yeah.
You see different shades of colors that seem to be scrolling past, but you can't seem to make out what they are.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Then Leah's going to set down Gale near the others and go work on trying to place the stones back in their original positions.
Okay.
Thank you.
So you're just gonna like pick up like large chunks of stone and kind of put it back in the general area.
Well, like the 3 stones that were conducting the lightning.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna try and place those back where they should be.
So
And see if that makes a difference.
those were what essentially became the creatures.
Right.
So you're gonna gather up what you can of the creatures and kind of put them in their appropriate place.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure I understand.
Other than the parts that I have in my bag.
Yep. So that'll probably take a few moments then.
Okay.
So I'll see. What is everybody else doing? So aside from pulling items from your bag and collecting rock lobster, is Gale or Cedar doing anything?
I think Cedar's kind of flops down, kind of like near, just like to make sure she's kind of trying to keep an eye on everything, but she's also like, that was a lot. So she's just kind of lying down on the ground.
Yeah, Gale is also lying down at the moment. Just every once in a while, he sort of jolts a little bit because he's got a little bit of electricity in him. You know, he goes sort of wipe his brow and he sort of hits himself in the eye. That's
Oh,
why?
okay. Oh,
No,
why did you? Was that wasn't on purpose, was it?
no, my coordination is more off than usual.
Oh, it's probably because you like just got like a
Struck by
gajillion
lightning.
Decimated multiple times. Yes.
I know how toast feels now.
Just as long
Remind
as
me
you
to
don't
never eat toast from
smell
Kidis again. I'll feel
Don't.
bad.
Bring up my toast that I can't eat.
Okay.
I think she's a little sensitive about the toast thing.
I'm a little bit sensitive about being toast right now.
Yeah.
You okay?
Me?
You went down as well. Yeah.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm fine. Pop back up. I feel great.
I mean, you went down in that fight as well.
It happens.
Get it? So you alright as well?
I'm trying to figure out what these rocks are. Give me like 2 seconds.
Okay. Also, sorry if I'm yelling. My ears are ringing.
So
Must be what it's like getting hit by a freaking mountain.
Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm chatting again, aren't I?
A little, but it's okay.
So Leah, as you gather the rocks,
It's okay.
Leah,
It's not like I've got super sensitive
Mhm.
hearing or anything.
and place them kind of back where they were.
It's not like I'm an owl.
What ends up happening is lightning from the barrier and from the arch
No.
spills over and
No.
begins striking the piles of rocks where you place them.
Mhm.
They stand back up. Kiddos?
But the
It's not me.
center one
No. What
does
is
not
it?
attract lightning.
Mm.
So
Then
Leah,
she'll remove everything except the centerpiece.
Is this normally how your homeland welcomes guests?
No.
That's good.
But so when she has just the centerpiece in there, what happens?
So you see Leah gathering up the carcass of these exploded rocks, and then she piles them up in front of the barrier again. It does not attract lightning, but go ahead and roll another perception for me.
Okay. That is a 21.
Okay. You see numbers flashing across the barrier. Not enough to read, but enough to know that they exist. And what you also notice is once you place the rocks where the stone giant was, the spillover magic is not actually striking it, but instead the numbers illuminate
Stop
on
it!
the barrier. Sorry, cats are fighting. The numbers are actually illuminating on the barrier. And so instead of actually the lightning striking, it seems to be reinforcing the barrier.
Okay.
Hmm.
And then has she placed every piece she can find in its proper spot?
Yes.
Okay. So she's gonna yell out to the others, "Have y'all seen the rest of the pieces? We need them to get through here, I think."
Cedar's not even looking. She's like, Kidis, did you take them?
No.
Yes, you did.
No.
I wanna
She
roll for-
she
I
only
wanna roll.
took for the small ones, but
I'm rolling insight.
I want to
okay.
roll insight too.
You don't
I don't know what we're talking about.
Kidus, roll deception.
That's an 18.
That's 11.
That's a 25.
Oh my god.
So you both know that she's fucking lying. She's like, I didn't take shit, and you guys are both like, come on now.
Kidis, come
child.
on.
But magic rocks.
We gotta fix the door.
No, we don't.
Yes, we did.
We don't need to follow that thing.
We did not just fight those things to stop here.
There's got to be a way around it.
Kidis, we can find you a magic rock somewhere else.
Not these magic rocks.
Maybe these magic rocks on the other side.
Can I bottle the lightning man?
You know what? If you can catch a lightning man, you can bottle the lightning man. How's that? Just give
Yeah, I'm
back
so
the
down for
rock.
that. That sounds awesome.
Gale sort of thumbs up.
Just can you give back the rocks, please? Please give Leah the rocks.
Only if lightning man could be my new pet.
As long as he doesn't kill us.
I can take him. And she starts like pulling out the has the gloves on and kind of like pulling out the rocks.
We finally found a way to negotiate with her.
And so Leah will start placing
Only took
the
a
rest of the
year.
rocks in their in what she assumes to be their proper locations.
Yeah. It takes a little bit because it's kind of like a puzzle, right? There's a bunch of smaller pieces. And still, the lightning bolts on the left and right begin crashing and striking the rocks and almost sealing them back together. But now you actually see cracks of blue crystals where the breaks were previously. However, the center one still does not take any sort of lightning strike. And instead, any spillover seems to pulse the actual barrier, and as opposed to strike the pile.
Does it look like any piece is missing?
No. The large one did not break into huge pieces. It kind of fell into one place and only threw two pieces of itself. So you're pretty positive you have every piece of the center.
Okay. Well,
Can
then
I poke
she's
the
gonna
barrier
try
again?
to go through the barrier. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Both. Well, okay. So one is poking, one is walking through. So I need a perception from Leah, investigation from Kidis.
That's a 22.
Try this one. Investigation. That is. Let's see. That is 21.
Okay. So pretty clear as day. The moment you touch the barrier and the light pulses, numbers appear in a different shade of blue. Whereas the barrier before was kind of a light sky blue, you have kind of like an electric lizard blue that flashes these numbers and pulses. And let me see. That is what you see. And after studying it for a little while,
Oh gosh, it's binary.
this scrolls through. However, at the end of it, you see dashes or empty spaces. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets of empty spaces that match kind of the same pattern.
I swear, if this is a Rickroll.
It is. I see it in his face.
Yeah, it definitely is, isn't it?
It's not a Rickroll. Jeez.
No, it's
This-
not!
It's not a Fedor.
No!
We don't believe you.
Okay, figure it out then.
We're working on it.
You're lucky I actually semi-understand binary.
I really want to make a joke here, but I'm not going to.
Oh no, Gale. Gale.
I didn't make the joke. I'm showing restraint.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I don't want to get us cancelled.
Let's see. Okay. Just scrolling over and over.
It's scrolling over and over. And you have what looks like 6 sets of empty space that needs to be filled out. I don't know what that sound was. That was odd.
Me neither.
Yeah, it's me getting frustrated.
What the heck?
Hey, that's what it does.
Well,
What's-
Go, Allergy.
What's it say?
never gonna give you up.
I don't.
I called it.
So, what is the?
And I don't understand a single thing about binary.
Well, I'm using a translator.
Yeah.
I didn't even need to do the whole thing. The first 2 letters are enough for me to deduce that.
So, you it's asking for a response. So there's
They're never gonna let you down.
You
They're
have
never
to.
gonna let you down, isn't it?
you have to figure it out. What's
I did.
what's the? Okay.
Oh, you want us to do it in active binary?
I
You want
need
us to do active
2,
binary?
3, 4, 5. I need 6 items in binary in response. You have to finish the sequence.
I love this. Not that.
It's like the ADHD just completely forgetting the puzzle exists because someone else is handling it. It's just like, I love this. What? Not that.
Not that thing, my thing.
That's beautiful, Katie.
What happened, sorry?
I got a chrysanthemum that never dies.
Oh, that's cool.
It's a cut yellow chrysanthemum. I love this.
I'll send what I have
Chrysanthemum.
to you in a second.
All right, so it should be
Cinnamon
0
woman.
1 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 0 0 1 0 0 0 1 0 0 0 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 1.
I think we're a little past what. So, 'cause I
I'll
only
tell
need.
you, my mother was a saint.
Right? I know, right? I just need 6. So,
Okay.
do you want to type out what you have and I can match it up to what the answer is?
Yep.
Okay.
And I think Sophie's put something in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, ours match up
Yep.
for the first. Yeah. We were supposed to think
Cross-checking.
The curse never
I
ends.
gotta. You know, I tell you, I gotta think about different ways to do it.
This is actually that was actually what's a clever way to incorporate it
It
in.
was.
Mhm.
It was. I'm mad about it. It was
Yeah,
very
I'm not.
I'm so happy it made a comeback, genuinely.
I think what else? I think you guys are close, but I'm trying to see what you have. So that was never okay. So, you guys actually started it out with what I had. So hold on.
Well, yeah, because never and never are spelled the same way.
Gotcha. So you guys are close. Let me see if Cedar has
Is
some
it-
of it. Because I think
Wait.
the end of Cedars might be what I'm looking for. No. Okay. So, you guys are close though.
No.
Because you have it in binary. So let me re-explain the answer. So what you see is what's there.
Mhm.
Then right after that, there is a sequence of 6 places to finish the original line.
Yeah. So is it just like give you up?
That would be more than 6 letters.
But binary.
Unless it's just you up, and one of the 6 spaces is the space in
Yeah,
between you and up.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it is just you up,
Mhm.
and I'm
That
not
would
going to make
be
you.
this.
Okay. Yep.
There you are.
So somehow Leah and Cedar come
With the lowest
together,
intelligence.
right? Come together in a language they've never seen, and begin kind of writing into the barrier a bunch of
Create
1s
my-
and 0s to spell you up with a space, and the barrier actually cracks with lightning. And the lightning actually disperses outward, almost like one of those plasma balls that are inside the glass ball,
Mhm.
but it's all contained
Yeah.
inside the area. And as that disperses and cracks, you actually hear the sound of what sounds something between like cracking glass and shattering, and a strike of lightning as the barrier goes opaque, and it's not as dense and almost turns into just a fog, the way Leah kind of remembers it from her childhood.
Leah's just
You're
gonna
gonna find my
step straight
lightning
through.
Oh my gosh.
I'm putting my new pet.
It's like, oh boy, here we
The
go.
minute it's like open up, she's like,
And if the Leah just steps straight through first off,
Mm-hmm.
just to see if anything's wrong on the other side.
So, one of the things here, Cedar, I'm just going to let you know now so you can remember. You'll have an advantage on your next performance roll when doing any sort of deity or fae communication.
Yes! Yellow approves!
Oh my goodness, advantage when she tells off the next eldritch being.
Yeah, let's go!
I pity the eldritch being.
So you begin kind of traveling, and it looks very familiar. It was very lush and green and watery. And the moment you kind of step through the barrier, it becomes more of a mountainous landscape. The trees are kind of smaller. There seems to be less water here, but rain still kind of appears every now and again. And Leah kind of is just locked into the distance and where she's going, because she seems to be the only one who knows. But you see these mountains in the distance with kind of like a spiral staircase at the base, leading upward. And I'll kind
Fancy,
of
man.
drop everything here.
ooh, that's lovely.
There's something
Aw,
cool
that's
for
cute.
this.
Cute.
Really pretty.
Almost done here. Where's the other half? Where's the other half? No, I had something cool for this. There it is.
Oh man, what's wrong with my map?
It had 2 perspectives.
Ooh.
Ooh. Whoa!
Yeah.
Leah, your home is amazing!
Uh-huh.
So what's interesting here is as you climb the mountain and go up this spiral staircase that kind of goes around the mountain, it kind of forms into 2 pillars that are naturally cut off from a river. One thing strange is happening though on your way up.
Mm-hmm.
The mountain is almost severed in half horizontally.
Mm.
The pathway is cut off a little bit. You actually have to do kind of like a 3-foot jump or fly for those who have wings over this gap that seems to be literally just cutting almost what looks to be reality. Just empty space through the entire mountain as far as you can see because it's pitch black and you can't see through it. And occasionally what you will see are some purple cracks of lightning or color that are going through this darkness if you stare at it for long enough. That's kind of in the middle of the mountain as you reach to the top. As you continue to climb, I mean, if anyone wants to look into it more, you can. But
Yes.
okay.
There was no hesitation on that.
Roll.
At all.
Well, Kidus, go ahead and roll an investigation with advantage. Anyone else who is looking would probably recognize it more as magic, so you would do an Arcana roll.
Investigation 18.
Okay. You've seen this once before. And you saw it in your first encounter with a Fey Queen. The area that Black was sitting on was basically just essentially void. And you recognize it as almost a naturally occurring version of what that Fey Queen invented or was existing in. And it's essentially literally nothing.
The thing that annoyed. Can I play with it?
Play with the abyss?
It's an existing nothingness. I didn't get to figure it out last time.
What are you gonna do with
Kidus,
it?
this sort of thing haunts my nightmares, don't.
I'm going to
Go
toss the other pine cone that I haven't. The identical pine cones
on it. Forgot you
Just
had
listening
that.
for the sound of clattering at the bottom.
It's like millennia later.
Kidus is still there.
Is pine cone.
So you're going to throw a pine cone into it?
Yes.
Did anyone else roll an Arcana? Nope.
No,
Okay.
I didn't want to have secret overhead in the
No
abyss
worries.
today.
And I
That's
didn't
all
roll
good.
an arcana. I rolled an investigation.
I'll give it a go. I have disadvantage, but I'll give it a go.
Boy, okay.
Because 3 points of exhaustion, this is what it gets you.
Mm-hmm.
6.
So you're looking at it as trying to discern what it is, and you see Kidus throw a pine cone in. And just as soon as it does, it almost arcs in a trajectory that comes right back out. So the pine cone goes in and disappears and comes right back out, and then kind of bops Gale just in the head.
Hey.
Oh no. That's the first time we've seen her face.
Oh, yeah.
It's the void. This is what you're staring into.
The void demands hugs.
She grabs the pine cone.
Hello,
She's like,
Mr. Void.
she picks up the pine cone. She's just like,
No,
nope.
don't throw me in. Don't throw me in. Please.
We're not throwing we're not throwing people in.
Not that you could, but still.
Cadis, please do not throw Gale into the void. He's been through enough today.
But I'm gonna see if the person pops back. Like a pine cone.
Please don't throw Gale into the void.
Let's put a pin in that. Let's maybe do that later.
But it's a void.
This is actually
It's a void.
actually on brand for Kidus. But
Yeah.
what you kind of feel from it as you are investigating it, for some reason feels kind of like an unnatural pool. Kidus specifically. Like internally, you might not fully realize it, but it feels almost like it's pulling you like emotionally attached to it. Like you have a crush on it almost.
I want
Wait,
to play
she has a
with
crush
the
on the
abyss.
abyss?
Trying to put it into words.
saying you want to play with the abyss. What does that entail, kiddos?
See what the abyss can do.
As long as you do not throw Gale or Leah or me into the abyss.
First off, I would only the plan was is once I can teleport again to toss me into the abyss.
No, don't toss
No,
you into the abyss.
no, kiddos, no.
Your hold on life is already pretty tenuous as is. Let's not tempt fate. I'm pretty sure you've never heard that sentence before.
Shucks, just trying to come back out.
Okay. Then,
I'm presuming
find
Leah is just moving
bug.
on.
He's about to, yeah.
Okay.
Find a bug or something.
She kind of like follows Leah, and she just like makes a note later to ask Leah to chuck her into the abyss.
Excellent.
Like, hey, can you chuck a bug into the abyss instead? Let's start small.
So, you guys continue on, and the pathway gets wider and wider and bigger and bigger. And you didn't really see the scale of Leah's home at first, but as you are getting closer and climbing the mountain, everything kind of comes into full view, and you realize that these buildings are gigantic. Sorry, cats are being butts. I don't know why they're always when I'm on Discord. It's always like they're just being jerks. But
No problem.
sorry. So, anyways, and the scale of everything just gets larger and larger, and you realize these buildings are not made to accommodate like people-sized things.
Peter feels.
Hey! I was just about to say that.
I missed it. What was said?
We know how Peter feels.
Ah, oh,
Do not pat my shoulder after that.
For once.
But yes, you realize that the scale of these buildings are made to accommodate probably about creatures or giants, if you will. As in the roofs are at their wall base probably 20 feet tall. And these homes are made to accommodate comfortably people that are probably 15 to 20 foot tall. And they're just huge. And you kind of catch a glimpse of them in the distance. And they look a little bit like giants. And when you always heard Leah kind of talking about, because you have mentioned it a few times to the party, like who you grew up with, you kind of knew, but you didn't really realize the scale. And let me see if I can get something to kind of demonstrate, because I thought I had photos.
So Kay just makes a mental note that if Leah's not willing to chuck her into the abyss, she could find one of the giants.
This child has.
She should piss off one of the giants enough.
There we go.
It's the wrong color.
So as you kind of
Oh.
begin exploring the
damn.
city, is this okay for your hometown, Leah?
Oh yeah, I love it.
All right. As you guys begin kind of coming up to the entrance of the city from where the path is, it's kind of on the right-hand side, and you kind of make yourselves... Leah's making no effort to hide or be worried at all. She's just kind of walking forward. Unless you're trying to surprise somebody here, backstory-wise.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't want to, like, run your character for you.
Right.
But you see these giant, hulking, stone giant-esque creatures. And they're big, and they're strong. And the closer you get, the more you feel the literal earth shaking under your feet as they step. And you realize that there's almost like a resonant step, that the whole mountain is kind of shaking a little bit. Kind of like being on the upper floor of a building. How that floor has a little bit of wind give, and just like, it doesn't vibrate, but it does kind of go up and down just a hair. Enough for you to feel. and you realize the whole mountaintop is doing that as these stone giants are kind of stepping around. One of them in particular starts to approach you, and Leah recognizes it as just kind of call him a family friend, because she was raised here. This is literally her home, and his name I had as Azamar, just as a
Love it.
random name. So a family friend Asmar comes up and goes, "Oh, Leah, you're home." And he goes to kind of give like a big sloth hug. And this is the first time Leah has looked small
Yeah.
in comparison to anything. As this giant stone giant like hugs and like has to like crouch and bend over to get to her.
Mhm. And she gives like the warmest hug back, and just goes, "Hi, I have not seen you in like 7 years almost, give or take.
It has
Longer, maybe."
been a time, yes. How have your adventures fared?
Good, but weird. But let's discuss that later. Do you know where Henton and Ohm are?
Henton and Ohm, yes. Still lives here and is in the main gathering area in council. They are discussing what to do about the splitting.
Yeah, that was very concerning when I noticed that. I have a friend of sorts who's horribly intrigued by it.
Yes, the splitting will soon sever the mountain top. We have speculations, but we fear the worst.
Okay, well, let me see if I can't help after I catch up with everybody.
Of course, please, please, everyone will be excited to see you. And then as he does that, he kind of claps his hand, and like a thunder shock wave just crackles and echoes through the entire tops of the mountains. And then a war horn almost blows.
What a space void whale in
What happened?
I'm sorry. Therese just texted the group chat, toss me into the abyss in a style
Oh man.
like Jonah from the Bible.
That's about what'll happen.
Why?
No, I'm kidding. Alright,
I think we should toss her in Nifty style.
yeah, just...
Mission!
that's basically it. I think Kidus is just nifty at the end of the day
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Which would
Nifty,
make-
but somehow more into dead bodies.
Which would make Cedar Alistair. That's a
Yeah.
scary thought.
Yeah.
You're
Nah,
not
Cedar's too short.
Deal with
Ah.
it. I get Gallagher.
You're not nearly murder happy enough.
Don't crush my dreams.
Would that make Leah and Gale Angel Dust and Husk then?
No.
Gale is definitely angel dust. Come on, guys.
So then Leah is Fat Nuggets. Got it.
That I'm okay with.
Anyways,
Either that or Gale is Lucifer.
Take
As-
that, depression.
as the thunderclap actually happens, a horn blows from the main tent. And a small fire lights itself up in the roof to kind of signal where to go. Leah already has kind of an understanding, though. It's the main tent on the other half of the island.
with the really loud clap and then the bells, you just see Cedar's ear tufts go down. She goes.
It's
You good, Cedar?
I don't know if I have
Loud.
Art for Ohm. Because Ohm was
Okay,
also a
but
stone
wow.
giant, right?
Yeah, everyone except for Zolar is a stone giant.
That was the one. And Zolar was the blacksmith?
Fire giant. Yeah,
Fire
he was
giant.
the blacksmith.
See, I remember backstories. Let's go.
Uh-huh.
I need some unique art for Ohm, I think.
Yeah, backstories.
Ohm gender?
Female.
That was a good joke.
What?
That was a good joke. You
Is Jonah one? Yes.
I'm way too tired to be playing any games.
What?
Oh,
No.
goodness. Hmm.
How's that? You like that? Yes or no?
Cool.
I love that. Yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
that's cool.
Like terrifying.
She looks so cool. Okay, close this for a second so I can.
So she'll actually meet you outside. She kind of heard the thunderclap call
Mhm.
and meet you kind of outside the main tent area, welcoming your return. And she also kind of gives you an embrace. She's not old, so she talks a little bit faster. But she'll kind of pat your shoulder, but her hand is so big that it actually kind of pats your head and your shoulder at the same time.
Mhm.
And she's just, welcome home, dearie. And like just pat, pat, pat. It almost kind of like buckles the knees a little bit.
Mhm. Okay, I have so much I want to do. Do you mind if I sit in on the council meeting, and my friends in the other one can get a nap?
I know
You,
who the other one is. Peter instantly knows.
That's an oof.
it is strange to bring outsiders here. And you trust them fully then, yes?
That one, and she points to Gale, I trust with my life. He's the one that I knew at the monastery that y'all sent me to.
Ah, lifelong friends. Wonderful. I'm glad you made about how many we expected you to make.
Yeah, that tracks.
But it always has been quality over quantity with you.
And that one, she points to Kittis, is actually pretty neat. We're still getting there, but she's very cool.
Yeah.
And that one is only here because she's friends with Gale.
Ouch. Sorry, Mom.
Nice.
Interesting. What I
Oh,
find
we're getting along now. I
more-
educated the rat.
right.
No, she actually says that.
Educated.
What I find more interesting is this, and she kind of takes a rock and squishes it in her hand a little bit, and it creates an luminous light that she actually spins and kind of makes a circle around Leah with. And as the light is in front of her, the prism shines through Leah and creates kind of a rainbow effect on the ground. That when
Yeah.
she circles the rock around you, it kind of creates like a prism rainbow in a circle around Leah as light is refracting through Leah's body. That must be a fairly interesting story as well.
Oh, absolutely. Very useful, but very interesting. Do you have time now, or should we go to the council meeting first?
We will go to meeting, please. And the big guy that did the thunderclap is now standing quietly. No one realized he was there, directly behind Cedar, Kittis, and Gale, as he grabs them all with one arm and begins to kind of cradling them in his arm gently. And you guys can all kind of sit together like a couch on his arm as he carries you to a hut to rest in.
Leah, I like your hometown.
It's so nice and everyone's hugging.
You can use my bed, my favored guests. And then just thumping as he steps across the ground. You are such tiny friends, just like my Leah. Ha, 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 ha.
Hello. Thank you.
And you guys will be kind of whisked away. You'll get put up into a nice shack, but you notice that everything is made essentially from lumber and stone. So the lumber walls are on the outside, but any sort of furniture is actually made of rock. You notice that the softer furniture, like the tops of chairs and beds, are actually made out of sandstone, but everything else is going to be like a hard quartz granite. So the sandstone is the comfy part. So you're basically resting on sandrock that he kind of puts you guys up in. As Leah gets hurried away into the council, Leah comes across a room with tons of arguing stone giants. You don't see your friend in particular, the fire giant, but Ohm is in there, and everybody else seems to be in there, and they are arguing about what to do with the rift. And so what you'll kind of come across is some parties are saying they have to abandon the city, others are saying that they have to let the city go, that this area has been a connection to the Feywild for so long that this Feywild seems to be reclaiming the village, and that's their theory. Others are kind of scared because the void is actually there, devoid of all magic and all creation, and that if they were rejoining the Feywild, it should be some form of a magical bridge. So no one seems to really concur on what the void is, but all of them seem to be scared of what it's doing. And then another thing you might have gathered as well is that over the course of the last few weeks, the void has gone from 1 inch to 2 inch to 3 inch to the 3 foot that you see it today. So it's begun progressing even faster as the separation or splitting, they call it, is getting farther apart.
So when Leah gets in to the when Leah gets into the council hall, she's gonna try to project her own voice and go like, "Look, I think I have a solution." And does anyone respond to this?
Yes. So the the council, when they take turns talking, Ohm will actually take that rock that she had lit up, and basically it's hot potato. Essentially, whoever has the rock gets to talk. So she'll take the rock from another stone giant and hand it to you. This is probably a 300-pound rock, so it's like a little bit of struggle.
Well, no, she can lift that just fine. She can lift 690 pounds right now.
That's right. That's right. You do have that ridiculous strength. Okay.
Yep.
It does take some strength to maneuver, but it is like
Mhm.
it is heavy. It's basically all of your friends combined.
Yeah.
But you are able to talk.
Yeah. But she will get up on the table and she'll go, "Look, I just got back. It's been at least 6 to 7 years since I've been here. I know I might not have that much room to talk, but this is still my home as well, and I might have a solution." And so you said this is the same type of rock that Ohm crushed to make that effect around Leah?
Yeah, the luminous effect. Yeah. So it's basically a lit rock. It's a luminous rock.
So Leah will go and she will take her foot. She will put a hand on the rock. She'll take her foot and she will kick off a corner of the rock.
Ooh. Okay.
And then she will crush it under her feet. And when that luminous effect is projected on her to show her Fey ability, she'll go, I have, since having left here, I have gained a connection with the Fey themselves, and the Fey Queens at that, and so have my allies that I brought with me. if you give me no more than 1 month, I can at least have you an answer as to whether this place should be abandoned or if it can be saved.
Home will take the rock from you and pass it to just an elder. You recognize them all, right? Because there's not too many people here. The settlement really only has about 100 ish stone giants in it, so you know them all. And he'll speak in like a really booming voice. A month time we fear we don't have. However, if you would like to try to provide answers, whatever is happening must be related to the Fae or the worlds that the Fae have created. This seems to be an imbalance. Things that go in don't normally come back, but with the progression, I fear it might be days before it will be past a point of no return.
Okay, then I will work as quickly as I possibly can. But to do that, I'm going to need every single one of your help.
Roll a persuasion.
Love it.
Let's social combat this a bit.
22.
Damn, on a persuasion? Not bad. Okay. Oh, well, yeah, you beat them. You beat them too. Changing dice, because apparently these stone giants are dumb as shit. Okay. You want to roll for me? Get over here. Roll those 2 dice, because apparently this council is going to do whatever Leah wants. Let's- yeah, let's do. What do you got for me?
20 and 3.
Oh, 20 and 3. So you have literally only not convinced one person that whatever you got going on will save them. And so the forgers come forward as Owen passes the rock to them, and the forgers go, we are losing parts of our underground forge to this splitting, so your resources are ours and our resources are for you. The forge will be at your disposal to answer what you need. And the warriors will speak up and go, you will have our hands, our warring knowledge and our strategies at your disposal. And basically most of the entire city agrees except for the elder. And he kind of looks at you and goes, you have experience from beyond these walls that we do not have, clearly. But you come here after years and attempt to decide the fates of our people. I know in your heart that this should be true, that you wish to save us. But I fear that you are too young and do not have the knowledge to do so. So before I commit these resources, and he kind of slams his fist down, and everyone else kind of like gets a little shook. Tell me what you plan to do to save this city.
From what I've heard, from what I've learned from my friends, and the other one.
I'm half expecting Sophie at some point to just flip the bird on camera.
She goes, from what I've learned from them, they, are y'all familiar with the those blue charges that were going around for quite a long time.
We have heard whispers of trade of them, yes. They, from what we could tell, comprised of pure Fey energy.
Correct. My friends and the other one, with the aid of one other, the one who came before me in this group, they alone stopped the production of those charges and restored power to that Fey being. So if they can do that, if 4 people who have just been touched by the power of Fey, no more no less, can alter something so drastically, why shouldn't we give them a shot to help us too? And I will do you one better. If you help me with what I need help with, you give me a week and a half after what I need done is done. And if after a week and a half I have not given you an answer, you proceed without me.
Roll a persuasion with advantage.
That is a 26.
Okay. I'm not even going to bother roll because I'm going to get a natural 20, which I did not. Then our hope for the city shall rest with you, young Leah. We
Thank
will prepare the city to crumble as we prepare to cultivate the lives of those who will remain. As it stands now, some stone giants will return to the standard land of creation.
Well, so before anyone leaves, she's gonna go, I need, and I don't want this revealed yet, so don't say anything specific, but I think you know where I'm going. She's gonna go, she's gonna look over at Ohm. Have you been able to gather what I requested of you a few weeks back?
Yes. We have your accommodations.
Then he's gonna go, perfect. Then, and the sooner that this can be done, the better. So I need any capable hands on this. I need every capable, every capable carpenter we have to help me with a task, and she will fold out a blueprint that she's been designing for what we discussed. And she will look towards the elder.
The forge is for you to do with as you wish. I have no say any longer.
So then who here will help me build this? Because I cannot do it on my own without months of work.
You will seek the underground, and the forge there will... The forge there, or what is left of it and has not been swallowed by separating, will be yours to use.
Okay.
And you are familiar with it, and I'll pull up the map here in a second. So how this city works is it goes down into the mountain into layers, and each layer is meant for something. So the village is kind of there for council. It's the highest ring. Essentially what goes lower is the forge, but you get the impression that there are no other layers under the forge, as they've been kind of already separated out from whatever is here. But I'll pull up the map here in just a second.
Okay. But so with that, she will give a bow and she will say, "Thank you, each of you, for your time and your willingness. And again, a week and a half once this is completed," and she gestures to the blueprint. A week and a half after that, if I do not have an answer, go on without me. Act as if I was never here and I never gave my input.
And so it shall be. Just be forewarned that though the water has returned to the mountain, the fires continue to dim.
Understood. And so she will head out. She will give Ohm a hug around the ankle.
Oh.
And she will head out towards the hut where the other three are. And when she gets there, she's just gonna say, "All right, so I talked with them. Good news and bad news.
Okay.
Good news," and she looks at Kittis. "I got your answers about the void. And that is where the good news ends.
Oh.
Because bad news, the void is physically separating the mountain to the point that it will no longer be a part of the rest of the mountain. And that 3-foot progression that we saw took place in a matter of weeks.
Oh, that's
Whoa.
not good.
So I have things I'm gonna work on, things I've been planning out here for a couple of weeks. I need the three of you to rest up and be in perfect shape to leave the moment he's better. And she points at Gale.
Gotcha.
Rest? Yeah, I'm on it.
Can I play with the magic, like anti-magic void?
No,
thing?
we don't want to
But-
make it worse. We make it worse, I lose all standing I just gave us.
But how do we figure out how to fix if we don't know anything about it?
We talk to those who do know, the Fae. So
Oh, you could ask if it's a void. Maybe you can ask your Fae Queen, Kittis. She might know something.
Yeah, it makes me give up stuff every time I talk to her.
She also gives you stuff every time you talk to her.
That's true.
so I need all three of you to exhaust every Fae resource you have to figure this out, or it's not just our lives on the line.
Gotcha. I'll
what I
do my
can.
best. Yellow's a little tricky when it comes to answers, but I can do my best.
And I won't chuck anything more into the void.
And she goes over, she gives Gale a hug, she goes, "You don't do shit until you're feeling at least a little bit better."
Got it.
And she looks over at the other two, and she actually, for one of the probably first 5 times, looks Cedar in the eye and says, "Thank you, Cedar."
For what? What did I do?
For helping.
Oh. Anytime. And I'll make sure he actually does rest.
And she heads off towards the forge.
Candace pulls out her pets to play with a little bit before she meditates.
Okay, so kind of playing out the rest of the day then. Are you guys gonna just kind of play and rest for a little bit? Is there anything else you guys wanted to do with the rest of today?
Candace, once she's has her 4 hours and she's like played with her pets for a little bit, she will go off. Don't worry, I'm not actually throwing anything into the void, but she will go back to like look at the void some more for like the rest of the time.
She stares into the void, and the void stares back.
Okay. Dang.
The
Ooh,
boy asked
actually,
for a can of tuna, it's secretly a cat.
it's a giant cat.
Meow.
What do giants have as pets? Obviously, giant cat. The math is perfect.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But
Trust you to rely on maths.
what? Oh,
So trust you.
they have to have pets that are a good size. Therefore, giant cat.
All right.
But I think after a while, I'm gonna have Cedar kind of go off by herself for a sec, and I'm gonna have her pray to Yellow, like, "Hey, Yellow, it's me, Cedar. That was a fun riddle earlier. I had no idea why there were just ones and zeros. That was interesting. Any idea what the giant hole in the mountain is?" and how to undo that? Can Kata stitch it together? I mean, she stitched together people before. I don't know. Does it work on rock?
Just go ahead and do your performance roll with advantage if you want then. Just
Stitching,
offering
does it work on rock?
a general prayer.
15.
The image of Yggdrasil sprawls out and carves itself into the ground in front of you.
Dang.
Okay, a tree. Alright, I gotta think about that one. Thank you. I never know where to look when I'm doing this. I think that's like a thing I should ask Gail about.
It's like,
What?
where is?
Where do you look when you pray to something?
Circumstantial?
Okay.
Right.
And then once she does that, she's gonna go a little bit further off and be like, okay, here we go. Good afternoon, Uncle. Or evening, or whatever the flip time it is, because we are in the
It'd be-
Fae room and I don't know anymore.
So there isn't a constant dim light, but you can feel from how tired you are. It is towards the end of the night.
Okay, cool.
It's nighttime. And you're looking for Eyeball Uncle?
Yeah. No, the other uncle that travels with the party in Cedar's Head.
I mean, Cedar's been through a lot. I mean,
Now I'm looking for
psychosis,
Uncle Iroh.
Uncle Iroh, guiding hand, guiding eye,
Uncle
whatever.
The war criminal.
If you're looking for Uncle Iroh, what's going on, little soldier boy?
Oh my gosh.
Zuko, I found the tile! It was in my pocket this whole time!
I love that scene. It's so
It's
funny.
so good.
I love Iroh.
Such a good show.
But yeah, no, she's trying to see. Hey, you there? And you're always there, but like, you awake? I don't know.
Ever awake and always watching.
That's great. So I was wondering, how far can you look down into that void? Does it stop? Is there a source? Maybe who made it? Any one of those would be great.
Ask me to find something in the void, and you will see it as I do.
Okay. The maker of the void. Is that an option?
Don't you know who it is?
Trying to see if he can do it. Trying to see if I can make this work.
Interesting.
Kid is meditating.
The maker of the void.
Yep. I feel like I'm gonna regret that question in like 10 seconds, but let's see what happens.
You feel a pain
Oh boy.
that you're used to. It is a
Okay.
standard pull of life force from your body. And he's not asking for more. It's just seems to be on good terms. But what you see is the Red Fae Queen, trapped inside of a glass bottle. Her light dimming because the oxygen supplied to the bottle is not enough to keep her alive. But as she tries to flare up, she consumes more air and weakens and collapses to the bottle. And you watch this happen over and over the course of a few minutes as a shadowed man wearing a crown speaks and says, "Have you had enough yet?" And the image ends.
Oh, okay, okay.
That is as close as I can get to the creator.
Thank you. That was really helpful. Thank you. Yeah, okay. I should probably go tell Leah that. Hey, kiddos. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay.
Gail, I'll be back in a sec.
You cool?
I gotta go tell Leah a thing, but I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay, play nice, both of you.
I'm very nice. She's the mean one.
That's why I said both of you.
So, speaking of Leah, you are down in the forge, and you are talking presumably to your fire giant friend, right?
Yeah, to Uncle Zolar, yes.
Okay, Uncle Zolar. It's just, there was a joke in there that I refrained from. Let me see if I can get, what image do I have for him? Yeah, okay.
I'm terrified that the giant's gonna think she's like a bird or something.
Where'd Chrome go?
From Suicide Squad.
Yes.
There he is.
Yeah,
Awesome. Love him.
And then, so he greets you and he's like, "Hey, welcome home, dearie.
Hey!
What brings you here to my humble abode?" And as he says that, the lava that's surrounding him, like, kind of spurts up a little bit, just to kind of flex.
Look, I need your help with quite a few things because I might have a way to at least give y'all an answer about the void.
Yeah, the void is a little inconvenient there, isn't it? Gonna have trouble getting out of here if we wait too long, but I've been packing up my forge for days, but I'm still told to give you whatever resources you need. Yeah. So what you need?
She's gonna unfold her blueprint and say, how quickly can we get this built?
All of us together? Couple of days, not even. Shouldn't be too difficult at all. I've already told to kind of gather the resources from a few weeks ago, so just waiting to assemble.
Perfect. Well then, we need to get started on that ASAP.
Alright, we'll work around the clock. Now, what about the particulars? Anything?
No, nothing particular.
Alrighty, daddy.
Well, actually, and she'll make some markings here and there that I will text to you.
Okay. Ooh, that's hot. I'm sorry, this is just as dumb and cringy as I can get this guy.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be disruptive.
My cheeks are hurting so bad.
It's just the image of him too, just standing there is just great, man. Hey.
I have the Happy Days theme going through my head now. Some of you are probably too young to get that reference, and that's okay.
Be disruptive for trying, really.
Yeah. What was the wrestler's name? With the mustache, the handlebar.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. That's what it was. Yeah, it was Hulk Hogan.
Is that what
Hulk
you were
Hogan.
trying to emulate?
In my head, but no, it just kind of turned into something else completely. So
I'm gonna burn you, brother.
burn you, brother. Be like, so he's like, all right, we can get this done. That's nice. That's nice. Hoo-ah, it'll be hot fire by the time it's out of here. We'll have it done in 3 days' time. But if I get it done any sooner, you owe me a doer.
Done.
Alright, and so he whistles and he's just like, round them up, boys! And the forge, like, comes alive as they, start working. And then he's like, 3 days. Sister Man, and he like
And
pats your
I
shoulder down, and like you kind of dig into the ground a little bit, but you remain standing.
and then there's something there's one other thing I need built and one thing I wanted to discuss with you.
You know your boy's always down for a good talk. What else do you need made?
First off, for the thing I need you to build, can you build me an hourglass that will count down 10 days exactly?
You need a 10-day hourglass?
Yes.
How big? Giant big or tiny giant big? And he kind of points to you size.
Tiny giant big.
All right, I'll have to take that one on myself. And he kind of like dips his raw hand into the lava and like pulls out a glass in the shape of an hourglass. That'll probably do it to it. I'll get started immediately. Now, what you want to talk about, kid?
And she'll hold out her wrists. I want to talk about these. And she'll gesture to the bracers. Do you know anything about them?
Yeah, bracers of bonding. Haven't seen too many of those. Where'd you get them?
I mean, I know a little bit, but not much. Somehow the my predecessor in this group had some way of just making them show up at my feet. And there was a note saying, protect them if you wear these. So I put them on, and well, when I found out who I was protecting, I was sold. And that's my best buddy, Gale. But what I want to know is, can I hook up the other end of the, like, so how do the bracers work? Like, where do they get their power?
They suck the power off of the other end. Someone in the world is wearing an identical pair, and one is the benefactor, and
How do I find the other pair? Do you know?
yeah. You usually you just talk to them.
Excuse me?
I mean, you talk to them just like
I
you're
got
talking
you.
to me. Yeah, you go, hey, where you at, son? And turn around and go,
Hey.
I'm right here, and then you just gotta kill the other wearer and put the benefactor pair on another person, bond it to them, and then you can sap their strength.
When it saps their strength, does it steal their strength or just give their strength to someone else,
I mean,
but
yeah,
let them keep it?
no. It's a take and a give, right? You find someone willing to give you the other pair. I mean, it's usually couples, married couples,
Mm-hmm.
strong couple, weak couple. If you got a sick uncle who's frail and weak, you put the benefactor pair on him and you give him your strength. So, yeah, whoever that has the other end loses a piece of their strength to give to you permanently, as long as the bond of the bearers exist.
Okay. And is there a way to non-lethally extract the other pair?
I mean, sure, yeah. It's not too hard. You can live without arms for quite a long time.
Not exactly what I meant. Like, can I remove
No.
the bracers somehow without harming the other person?
Maybe. I mean, quite possibly. I mean, hell, if you gave him to me, I'd probably put him onto you willingly. I got enough strength to spare, and he, like, flexes. And it's like, his armor actually, like, as he flexes, creaks and reforms into the shape of his muscles.
I'm gonna be straight with you. That's exactly what I was thinking.
And you just got to find the bonded pair. It can't be too far.
Okay. Thank you. That should do it. Well, I'll be back tomorrow morning to help as much as I can with this project.
Don't you worry about it. we'll take care of all the detail work for you. And I'm gonna light this bad boy up so far, you're gonna go, that's fire, when the time is revealed to you.
And she's gonna go, oh, and use this when building it, and she'll hand over the piece of cloth that she bought and had enchanted.
Oh, now that could be fun. I like it.
And she'll walk off, and probably when she gets out of the forge is when she encounters Cedar, I'm guessing.
Yeah, we can play that out.
I think for a while she's just kind of like flying around, like Leah, Leah. Also trying to keep out of sight because she's a little nervous, just because she's like, Leah already expressed to these people she doesn't like me. I'm in danger. My
So
normal social
when
anxiety.
Leah pops out and sees
Affirmation.
Cedar looking for her, she's gonna take like a little pebble and just full strength, like not enough to hurt Cedar, but just like chuck the pebble at Cedar to get her attention.
No.
Oh.
Sorry about that. I had my headset off for like 2 seconds. Did you guys need something from me?
No, but so Leah just chucks the pebble at Cedar to get her attention.
Yeah, I mean, it would definitely fall at Cedar's feet, and I mean, if you without, it's all thematic here, so you definitely notice Leah walking away from this giant armored red bearded man.
That sounds like Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, Leah, there you are. There you are. I have something to tell you. It's important.
Okay.
So I think I know at least a bit about maybe where the void's coming from.
Okay.
I used the eye, and I asked him to find the source, and basically we're doing round 2 with this whole freeing the Fae Queens thing. But this time it's fire.
Interesting.
She's in a jar. And somebody's keeping her there, and it's making a void.
Let's see.
Her oxygen's limited, and that's why the fire is kind of bad. It's not great quality fire.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm thinking potentially this is where those red charges are coming from, because usually the blue were paired with the red charges. So I'm thinking fire, water, just
Right. Okay. Thank you. And question, DM, where's that drawing of Yggdrasil? Where's that? Is that like on Cedar or?
Oh, I think it was on the floor.
It was carved into the ground, yeah.
Okay.
Right, okay. Oh, and Yellow, I think she's trying to give me an answer. There's like a giant world tree, like Yggdrasil symbol, currently on the floor of the hut.
Uh-huh.
It's really pretty. I'm still trying to figure out what it means. I left the other 2 at the house because I needed to tell you this, because I figured since you were trying to work through all that, you'd want to know.
That
Sooner
is
rather than later.
extremely helpful. Thank you. Go ahead and head back to the others. I have a couple things I need to take care of now.
Yeah, no problem. I'm a
But
little
thank you
tired
again.
anyways. He when I use the eye, it kind of saps part of my health, so I'm gonna go sleep.
And as Cedar says that, Leah will actually, as Leah walks away, will just brush a finger against her wing and pump in as much lay on hands as is necessary.
Oh.
Nice.
All right.
Well, how much did that get me at?
What do you need?
Like about 23.
Then you get 23.
Sweet.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, thank you.
So
And she'll
Kidis,
just nod and keep walking.
so I'm gonna just bounce around a little bit.
Yeah.
So Kidis, you are meditating right now. And you are just kind of focusing on that. You're doing your deep breath, you're resting, you're recovering, and your life, you're noticing, is definitely recovering. You kind of feel a small hunger at the pit of your stomach that seems to be welling up, but slowly, because you did just eat. Um, however, you get just this fascination with the void as
Oh dear.
just who you are in nature, but more so unnaturally you feel pulled to it. Like you feel comfortable with it, you're not scared of it. I just kind of want you to understand the feeling you're getting so you can act it out as you see fit, but you are just okay with its existence. You're not scared of it. You're like, this feels natural. Like you just keep having these visions in your meditation that everything is just the way it should be. And at the very end of the image, you see a dark figure in the void standing behind Philo. And then it fades to black, and that's what you see in the void.
Right, I'm so sorry.
Oh no. Oh no.
You two would have been asleep by the time I'm done.
So-
I haven't come back yet.
But it would take 4 hours of
Right.
meditation.
Oh, yeah.
Dang it. Cedar would definitely be conked out by this time.
Uh-huh.
By the time I wake up.
So, in the meantime, though, because Leah still needed to do a few things before resting, I'm assuming, tracking the progression of timeline, Cedar went down to talk to Leah. Leah says, I gotta go finish some stuff up. Cedar goes back up to bed. And while Leah is in the forge working on the rest of the things, the 4 hours will probably have come up for Kittis to wake up. So let's see what Leah's doing really quick.
Leah goes down and she finds and she just basically parrots what Cedar told her about
Parrots the owl?
about getting about how one of her allies reached out to her fae and got an image of Yggdrasil in return. And then how when she tried to find the source of the void, she was led to an image of the red Fae Queen trapped and losing oxygen, which could be paired to why the fire is losing its heat.
Okay. So, this is where the option for lore dump happened. So I got a 14. You actually are taking the time to have a conversation with somebody who rolled a history, so 14 plus 3, 17. So what I want you to do as well, to see if you understand it as well, so let's just get a general roll for you for history. Or, yes, history or arcana, whichever's higher for you.
They're both the exact same.
Usually, so just making sure.
Yeah. Alright, that's a 13.
Okay. You see Ohm's face kind of... She's a rock, but she goes almost pale. As you can see, kind of the shock sets in and goes, so it is as it is. We are to return to the old ways. Miss Leah,
Yes.
have you seen the suffering? Have you seen a blue flame? Have
Sadly,
you-
yes.
You've seen the spell plague.
That is correct.
In the old days, many years before you were born, back when I was still just stone, I witnessed the reshaping of the world. Do you know what the world tree was?
I've heard stories from when I was much, much younger, but not properly, no.
You should sit.
And she will.
The world tree was in years gone by, the way the world used to be. The Feywild would be the leaves and branches. The world of creation would be the trunk. And these cities that we are in, your home, and she kind of gestures all around, used to be a part of a branch. But after the spell plague and the destruction of the world and rebuilding, the fundamentals of magic, wild magic, fey magic, changed and formed the world that you were born into, spawning from the first ones. If what you tell me is true, then the world is going through another reshaping. And this split, this void we see, is nothing. And it will be one day covered over, as it once was before. But the tree, this pocket of the Feywild, the connections to creation, is returning to its branches as it was during the days before the first ones, and before you have come to be. Do you understand?
Not entirely, but sort of. But my only real question is, if you lived through the first shaping and you witnessed it, how do we live through this one?
Young one, I was born of stone. I was touched by magic and born of rock and earth. Creation has always been and always will be. It is the form at which it takes, which makes it as it is. So I did not survive such as I was created and touched by a pocket of magic. And should we survive, I may one day be back to a form of stone. You see, energy does not diminish or strengthen. It merely changes shape. I believe the equation is E equals MC squared. But like all things in the world, it only changes shape. You have your magic that you grow within you through experience, right? You get stronger as you age and develop skills. Well, you are only taking this from the experiences that you've gained. If you did not gain experience, you would no longer strengthen. So, as you adventure, you grow strong, but you are not creating this, you are gaining it. You see, like a layer of stone piling on sand, it hardens to another layer, and you can see the images in the stone as they're cut, and she kind of runs her hand over the ground, and you see this tiger's eye effect of sandstone layers. The world has been reshaped many times before, but never reverted back to what it once was. If you live, please find a way to fix it and stop the changing, or else many, many lives may be lost.
Trust me, that's what I'm doing. Thank you.
Then I will ask you one thing.
Of course.
When the time comes, you will leave, and you will not look back.
I don't know how easily I'll be able to keep that, but I'll do my best.
Now that we know what's happening, just make sure you're not on this side of the mountain when the split is done. or you will never return to this world.
Then y'all better leave too.
We will have a choice to leave or to go home. But we will live in one form or another. And as she says that, there's actually a mud tear that kind of runs down her cheek. And she stands up and claps her hand, and a thundering booms through the entire village as a fire is then lit in the council hall. And she bows to you. I will take my leave for now. We have much to discuss with the village.
I
And
need to go see what I can do to stop this so that I don't have to lose my family and my home.
and she'll nod to you and move to the council room.
And and as she's leaving, Leah's gonna yell out, "One more thing. My friend, the other gray one. There's a non-zero chance that she will try to mess with the void that currently exists."
If that is her destiny, then so shall it be. We no longer shape the fate of the world around us as we once did. We leave that to you.
She'll nod. And she heads back towards the hut. And when she gets inside, she's just gonna go towards whatever side of the bed that Gale's on, and just like full force punch the bed frame right next to him to like force him awake.
What?
Does that wake Cedar up
hey.
too?
Yes.
I have answers.
What answers?
This kid is still there.
It depends.
Oh.
Roll stealth check. With advantage.
Huh?
Roll a stealth with advantage.
That's 18.
Perfect.
Dear.
Cedar and Gale, roll a perception with disadvantage.
Oh, I get disadvantage anyway because exhausted.
Because you're dead.
Hi, Chaotic.
It's chaotic!
Hello.
I'm about to make more
Yay!
How's the baby?
How is the baby?
Have 11 perception, by the way. 11 days.
He rolled
And-
that one.
And so Gale got nat 1 and Cedar got 11.
Yeah.
Kiddis, you're wherever the fuck you want to be.
Okay. Yeah, she snuck her back out to the void.
I kind of figured.
Where's Kiddis?
Dang it.
But that I really did not think I would say this. That does not entirely matter right now.
Okay. What answers have you got?
So the void, the rift, it's because of the reshaping of the world.
Oh. That again.
Oh.
The image of Yggdrasil from your vision
It's also right there. No,
was
it's not. It's on the floor.
the way it was described to me. The leaves of the world tree are the Feywild. The trunk of the world tree is creation. And the branches are places like this, the in-between points.
Okay.
So with the
Okay.
world reshaping, those branches are being severed to do something new. Go back
Like
to the way
pruning.
it used to be.
Like pruning.
So now we need to find out who is taking an axe to the world tree. Okay.
So,
And
And
who's
we need
got
to
the red
top
Fey
it.
Queen? You weren't awake for that.
so
Red Fey Queen in a jar. Gonna have to do the whole thing like with blue, but this time it's fire, not water.
Why is she in the... Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Yeah. Seems like the red
Oh.
charges are fired, which not completely unexpected.
Well, yeah, I suppose fire mixed with water makes steam, right?
Exactly.
So a little bit of
Yeah, pay
context for you
attention.
guys as players, like as people players.
Mhm.
Kind of what I've explained before is you understand the basic concepts of the foundation of the world as it is in your lifetime. Essentially, there is an upper of Feywild, there is a middle layer of creation, and a southern layer of Shadowfell. And then there are pockets to the left and the right for private dimension, essentially. But it's more of a circle. And so you understand that Yggdrasil, the tree, was how it was before the circle that you guys know of today. So even without a history check, like you guys have a foundation, like a child has the foundational knowledge of up, down, and around. You know what I mean? So you
Smart
can
child.
kind of put together your own guesses based off of, hey, it's a tree before, circle now, world splitting, probably going back to tree.
Gotcha.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want you guys to have like player knowledge that would be every school kid would know that like if you die you go to Shadowfell and go through your journey and shit like that. Like these are the stories you're told, even the poor kids, you know what I mean?
Even the ones who didn't go to school.
Yeah, like these are like the tales and the songs of the world. Give you like
Okay.
a essentially everyone knows heaven and hell even if you're not religious, you know what I mean? It's that
Yeah.
it's that base level knowledge. But anyways, please continue.
So
I love it when reformatting the worlds affects us and everything.
yeah, no,
I
this
don't
is
really, that was
extremely-
sarcasm.
No, we could hear it. We could hear it.
Oh, good, because I'm really tired. I'm not sure if it came across.
So what do we do with
We don't
that
know.
information?
That's for us to figure out.
So
My first thought is just from what y'all have told me about y'all's time with blue. We do the same thing for red, and it should buy us a little bit of time, maybe.
hopefully without having to defeat a psycho tyrant.
Here's hoping.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds like a plan to me. And hey, we're saving another fake win. That's got to tip the balance in our favour a little bit, right?
Mm. So we've
True.
got about 2.5 days left here before we're gonna head out.
2.5
Gotcha.
days. Okay.
So
I was trying to see if I saw this lightning.
yeah, you kind of got zapped pretty severely. So I think that's a good plan.
I got zapped and freaking bodied. I think I definitely need. I think I just need like 2 days of unconscious.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, you should definitely keep resting. Leah, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. I can keep trying to see if I can dig up any answers.
And for
With
God's sakes, nobody die while I'm sleeping, okay?
well, you should probably tell that to Kittis wherever she is.
Speaking of,
If she
Wherever in the heck you are, do not die.
if she dies while I'm asleep, I'm gonna kill her again myself.
Yeah.
I don't mean that.
so what
I
we'll
just love
do
the idea that like sneaking out and just hears in her head, wherever the heck you are, don't die.
she's like, I'm being sneaky, I'm being sneaky. So what we'll do is we'll take a quick fiver. We have a little bit of time left, but I think a 5-minute break will be good. Get a pee break, whatever, get some water. And then when we get back, we'll see what Kittis is doing with the void.
Oh dear.
Love it.
I'll see what I can think of what I'm doing with the voice.
Well, we'll take a 5 minutes. So we'll be back, everybody.
Alrighty.
Bye.
See you in a bit.
See you in a
Bye.
sec.
And we're back. As soon as everyone does cameras again, it should fix everything.
Awesome.
Well, Sophie will be up in a sec.
Alright, she's pooping.
I don't think pooping, but okay. But Toka's baiting me. Toka's literally baiting me.
There's a reason. There is a reason.
If you really,
Mm-hmm.
Rain, if you tell me no right now, I will not mess with the void.
I Yeah, don't
The
mess
fact
with the
you're
void yet.
thinking about this.
Okay. I won't have her actually do something yet then. But I will have her go look at it.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
I'm like, it's your art.
I'm imagining when she goes down to look at the void, it's like Nifty trying to say her lot. Okay,
Yeah.
how's that?
Yeah, and I'm so just for the record, I am baiting, but it's because of a character motivation. You still have full choice to do whatever you want. I'm not trying to influence your decision. I'm only letting you know what your character is feeling, just so you're aware.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is my natural instinct is to follow whatever my character wants to do.
Oh, no.
That's fair. That's why I was very careful with telling you what your character was unnaturally feeling. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Because I'm like, I want to
Just
follow.
fuel her. You know that, right?
What a surprise! Sophie's leg back.
Give her a break. Her legs are short. It takes her longer to get places.
She could have climbed in an air vent and scurried up.
Very funny.
That was very funny.
That was good.
Thank you, guys.
But
Also, love you really, sir.
Rain
You're
saved your
safe
butt.
for now. What?
Rain saved your butt.
All right, kiddos.
Okay, we're back.
We are back. What do?
Yes, we're about
Hello.
Oh boy.
Okay.
We never left.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if we're actually like streaming and seeing. They can see and hear me.
Oh yeah, we're back.
So,
So don't say anything offensive.
That's so offensive.
yeah, super offensive. So, Kiddis does go back over to the void, and and she basically just like spends the entire day just obsessively like walking around it and looking in, and eventually she reaches out to her Fae Queen about it, and let's see what I have her say.
No.
Don't know. It's me.
Why?
Cause.
No.
So she pulls like she kind of like pulls out like while she's like walking around, like she pulls out the stone that Philo's soul was in before she had bound them. And she like kind of looks it in and basically tries to see if it like reacts to it at first, not dropping it in though.
Okay. So you're at first. So you're seeing if Philo's Dreamstone has anything to do with the void.
Yeah, it's kind. I don't think it's the Dreamstone. It was the rock that the bonsai tree made.
Yeah.
Well,
That was a Philo Dreamstone.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so that was kind of like the Dreamstone that you guys entered, and
Mhm.
yeah, okay. So yeah, okay, yeah, we're on the same page. Okay. All right, a series of small black tendrils.
Oh.
Oh,
Now, I want you to roll an
know.
insight check.
Oh no.
Insight. Okay.
Oh no.
That is a 14 for
Okay.
insight.
So a lot of this right now is you're being led by feeling because you don't know what's going on. So you're kind of looking, and your first thought was to pull out the Dreamstone because in your vision you saw Philo, and then a series of small black tendrils kind of reach out through the void and reach for the Dreamstone. However, with that insight check, you don't feel that they're malicious at all. In fact, you feel familiar with them.
Go for it. I don't care.
You sure?
Yeah.
She kind of reaches back out of them.
Oh boy. Chrissy, wake up.
Do you let them touch you?
I don't feel like they're malicious. Do I feel like they're gonna like drag me down into it with them?
They definitely. I mean, they're very small tendrils, so it doesn't. And they're not solid.
Okay.
So, like.
So then, yeah, sure. Why the heck not?
Release me now. Is all you hear, echoing through your body as it touches you.
I didn't hear any words.
Release me now.
Sure.
Oh no.
Same last time we're not releasing something into the world, and it resulted in me losing my bestie.
Oh, little Philo.
So she's just like, first before she like releases, she like kind of reaches out to her Fey Queen. Basically, kind of like, I'm not sure on how badly this is gonna go, and she's just like, please catch me.
Catch me!
So you're just like, please guide me? Is that what you're kind of
Yeah,
reaching?
basically, she's just like,
Please guide me as I skydive into the abyss.
Oh, you're going in. Okay.
no, do not put ideas in.
Hurry.
Swan dives in.
I know.
Thinking about it.
I know I've been thinking about it, but not right now.
Okay. That's why I was confused. That's why I asked clarifying questions.
Very good strategy.
And she pulls out. Let's see. What am I gonna pull out? Let's see. What am I pulling out? She pulls out 100 of the noble jewelry. And it's just like,
Oh, that you got off the crate.
they got off the corpses. And she pulls out like 100 gold worth of it. And she's just like, please. I don't know how, but I'm scared.
All right. Roll performance, and you're adding to the prayer with monetary value. So go ahead and roll it with advantage.
Natural 20.
Oh, shit.
Hey.
Oh boy.
So you offer up kind of a prayer to the void and your Fey Queen. The tendrils from the void are kind of reaching out and holding your hand as you're offering this prayer, and the gold disappears from your hand. And your Fey Queen, you see her in your mind's eye, wrapping her arms around you from the back, and just kind of floating there as she reaches out her hand. You feel warmth for the first time in a long time as she slowly drops your hand down away from the void. And you hear the words echo in your mind because you rolled a 20. Just let it run its course. For once, don't do anything. And what you want will happen. And you kind of wake up from this daze, and you're kind of on the edge of the ledge on the opposite side, farther away from the void than you were.
Thank you.
Grr.
I just want him back.
Oh.
And she slowly backs away from the void. But she doesn't quite go back to the party. She just kind of tucks away somewhere.
Alright, roll a perception then. So you didn't go right back to the party?
No.
Okay, roll a perception.
That's an 8.
You hear the sound of a couple falling rocks down the cliffside. But with the vibration of the footsteps above you, you kind of dismiss it a little bit.
Okay. And so she just kind of tucks away, like, she doesn't go into any of the cabins, but she kind of just sits and finds a spot. And just kind of, like, then just kind of pulls out her pets again. And doesn't, like, she lets them kind of run around how they wish, but she kind of just tries to care for them.
Okay.
And she even casts her spell to reassert control over the Azul, her small undead bird.
Alright, so you're just kind of taking a moment to yourself, sitting in the darkness.
Yeah.
Alright. Then we will let that happen. So the sun kind of begins to peek over the mountains, and beams of light kind of begin to get brighter as kind of day goes on. And you guys feel a lot more awake and refreshed. Gale, you are down to 2 points of exhaustion. And you kind of still feel tired, like you can almost feel the lightning kind of jolting you and like running your heart almost. Like it feels like it's a part of you and you just feel tired. But you're down to 2 points of exhaustion for now. And
That's good.
you are fully healed, though. It didn't get in the way of any sort of healing. You just kind of feel like the lightning's still present. And as you like get up out of bed and ruffle your clothes, you actually have like a lot more static shock than normal. So you're kind of like zapping people as you like make contact with them and stuff like that. And it's just kind of like you feel a presence, but you're feeling a little bit better.
Well, this is fun.
You are electric Jesus.
Cedar, don't touch me. You're all poofy.
What? Sorry, I just woke up, huh?
I have lightning.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so don't touch me, otherwise your feathers will go.
That would look hilarious.
It would look adorable, but you know, I'm aware that might not be the way you want to look. And also, staticky hurts.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
Yeah. Yeah, not bad. I mean,
Good.
I'm still a bit zappy, but aside from that, I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good. Trying to figure out. I'm probably gonna try and figure out this whole world tree. Well, not the world tree stuff. More like see if I can kind of know where we need to look when it comes to the red Fey Queen. If I remember correctly, I feel like that was that. Remember that Tabaxi that traveled with us like ages ago?
Akarin, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the one that she was gonna like. That she ended up bonding with.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be dead honest. She just kind of disappeared at one point, and I'm not really sure where she went.
I'm still convinced she's here somewhere, just completely hidden. Because she was very good at being sneaky.
Yeah, no, she definitely was. And throwing rocks at force fields.
Unlike Kiddus.
Ha! Speaking of, I hope she hasn't gotten herself into too much trouble.
Yeah, me neither. Should we maybe... have a bit of a pass at some point and see if we can find her.
Yeah, plus I kind of want to look around. Take kind of a slower day, you know?
Yeah.
Not getting any fights with elementals or whatnot.
Yeah, we've done a lot of that recently, haven't we?
Yeah. Mercy. Where's Leah?
She's just in bed. She just hasn't woken up yet.
She's
there's
right there. Don't wake her up.
Oh shoot, yeah, no, I'm not gonna wake her up. Are you kidding? She'll kill me.
She wants to kill you anyway, but
I know. I know. She'll kill me more if I wake her up. Although
I don't want her to, but
well, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't want her to either. I think we're making a little progress. I mean, she doesn't seem to absolutely hate me anymore.
that's good. That's, going from not hate to not hate is good.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
gonna
not
be
sure it
dead
made any
honest.
sense, but
She kind of frightens me sometimes.
yeah, she can be like that sometimes. But she's still pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's important to you, so she's important to me.
That means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, you guys, well, obviously know about us, about you and me. But yeah, outside of Aerith and maybe my mum, she's like the only family I've had.
Yeah.
I want you to meet him someday.
There?
Yeah, I think he'd like you, and the others, of course.
I would love to meet him sometime. I mean, he obviously did something right.
Well, yeah, he went on a bit of a journey before I was born and did a load of good stuff out there. So you can.
I'm saying he did a good job with you. It's a compliment to.
Oh, sorry, I'm still asleep. Thank you. That was
No, it's
very
okay.
kind of you.
I wasn't very clear, I guess.
No, I'm just being dumb. But yeah, I'd like you guys to see him on stream. I mean, Lee and I have obviously spent a lot of time there. But you guys haven't seen it. I think both of you would like some time there.
From what you've told me, it sounds beautiful.
It is. And normally outsiders are sort of welcome. But I think if I'm speaking for you, they'll have to, because you're so cool.
Oh, well, that's sweet of you.
And so so when Leah wakes up, she probably wakes up at some point during this conversation. And she just like rolls out of bed and just still like fully armored everything. And she just kind of like pats Gale on the head and like ruffles his hair. And as she walks past Cedar, she just goes and like still like half asleep, very groggy. And
Would
she
Leah get staticky when she ruffles Gale's hair?
Yes, you
Probably.
get zapped.
Love it.
Just off the head.
I think
sorry.
before Leah gets out of reach, when she's flipping Cedar off, Cedar kind of extends her wing, just kind of like the back of her head a little. But it's just like looking away, like what? No.
And then the moment, so I'm actually, can I roll perception to see if Leah would notice that coming?
Oh, like reflexively?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh
Love
no.
it.
Cedar's gonna die
That's a
tonight.
14.
Cedar, roll a sleight of hand.
Oh yay! I like that one. That is a good thing for me to roll, actually.
Or sleight of wing in her case.
Right. Well, hands are attached probably somewhere.
Okay, that's a 9. 19.
Dang it.
No.
Oh, no. Well, then Leah she just keeps going, still like half asleep, really does not care. And just walks out of the hut and heads off towards like she heads off towards the forge, and when she gets in the forge, she finds a semi-secluded place in there, and just tries to talk to the bracers to figure out where the other pair is.
All right.
Hello, bracers.
What do you say
Make
and
me
do?
your leader.
Walk me through that.
Yeah, she just goes, okay, I don't know how this works. I don't understand a damn thing that's going on. The only magic I've ever encountered is giant magic and divine magic, so this makes no sense to me. But apparently this is what I'm supposed to do if I want to get stronger. So, if you wouldn't mind telling me where you are exactly, that would be lovely.
Just roll a straight charisma.
Love it. Charisma or persuasion?
Charisma.
Alright. Talked. That is a 7.
You smell cinnamon and maybe slight hints of butter.
Okay.
But that's all you get. But there's one thing that comes with a 7 is you realize that it was a response.
Mm-hmm.
So there was communication there? Question mark?
Yeah. Okay.
Question
But then, aside from that, well, so I guess first question, how much longer do we want to play?
I figured about if it's gonna depend partially on Gale, but I figured maybe until the 30 marker.
Sweet.
About half past.
Half
Yeah.
past, yeah.
Yeah, I can say so. Half past. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Is that good with everybody?
Yep.
Then, unless
Yeah.
there's anything anyone wants to do, what if we just kind of speed around the next 2 days?
I was gonna give you an option. I still
Oh, yeah.
intend to do that.
Yeah, totally.
So. Oh, so yeah, we can
This is
speed run one of
noise.
the days and then one of the nights,
Yeah?
and but like in the hours of the wee morning,
Oh dear.
Mm-hmm.
and Doku's chill with that.
Oh dear.
I'm confused. Okay. So here's. All right. Let's do this then. And if I need to redact something, I will, or retcon it. But here's what happens. So you guys spend the next couple of days just existing, resting. Gale, the rest of your exhaustion will leave if you take the full 8 hours of rest for those 2 days. Kiddos is kind of acting a little bit more aloof and just kind of doing her thing. The third day comes, and the forge goes cold, and you actually stop hearing noise for the first time in like 3 days coming from inside of the mountain. And on the morning of the third day, you hear a large clamoring at the door, and a giant fire giant that no one except for Leah had seen barges into the bedroom and goes, "Oh yeah! Who done it? I done it!" And he presents a cloth that's sitting on top of what looks to be a folded up box for now.
Love
We can change what it looks like later.
Yeah.
That it's got a bunch of ornate designs on it, but it seems to just be a folded up box. And he's like, "Who done it? Yeah, your big uncle. Take a look."
She goes and she like jumps onto his onto his shin and gives him a hug.
"That's my girl. Check out your gift." And he'll kind of take that cloth and like pull it up, and as he does so, like a flash fire, like a magician, just goes poof, with like a small flame and some smoke, and in his hand is just that folded up box. He'd be like, "For you, this was a pleasure to make. I might make another one in the future for me, but bigger. Tell me how you like it."
Of course.
I am
Of course I
very
will.
confused right now.
You'll see. You'll see. And I'm assuming you heard from the others what I figured out, yeah?
Yeah, yes.
We all decided that we're gonna stay, and you got to go.
He gets like a very somber look on her face and goes, "Well, I'm gonna figure this out. I'm gonna make it so that I don't have to go, not forever."
Of course, we'll see each other again, but the council has decided that when the time comes tonight, by our estimations, that you got to be on the other side of the split. You don't have to be far. You can send us off, but the city's not much longer for the world as it is now. Have you seen the split in the last couple of days?
You haven't.
It's multiplied, quantified, solidified, and he's just
Electrified.
electrified.
Why could be Grease Lightning?
But that's okay. I know we'll see you again. And he kind of like gives you a pat on the shoulder, and like you dig into the ground a little bit, and your knees kind of buckle just a hair. You feel like if it was anyone else, they would have been crushed. But you enjoy your gift, and you send us off. You might. The forge is pretty much gone, swallowed up by the rift. Honestly, you might get to know a little bit more just by watching it. Because there's no blue flame. Maybe you learn something, so don't go too far. If you catch my drift.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
And I
you.
will find a way to save y'all.
I do hope so. Because I haven't been fire in a long time.
And he gathers up her things. She looks at everyone else and goes, "Let's get out of here."
Okay.
All right. Cool. Good to meet you, strange giant man.
That would be Uncle Zolar. We love him, but I don't know why he talks like that.
Good to meet you too,
He
little
sounds like-
fart man. And he makes a flame, and it like produces heat, and it like you can kind of feel it like start to blow you away, just because the air coming off of the heat is so hot.
Wow. Okay. That's
Oh gosh.
cool. He does
He's
sound
cool.
like a wrestler. You never. Okay.
But before you go, I got something for you.
Mm-hmm.
And he takes these two rocks that look like wrists. Wherever you go, when you're ready and you figure it out, I'll always be a part of you. And he kind of shows you, and they're actual replica models of his wrists.
Oh shit.
I've been
Aw.
experimenting with the fire, and as long as the forge is lit, you can attach those bracers to my end and still get the same feeling. They'll find me, and you'll get your boon. I have a feeling where I'm going, I'm not going to need my strength, but I'll need my smarts. So I'll give it to you and walk with you. You understand what to do?
Of course I do.
Hoorah! And what these are transfixed wrists, for lack of a better term.
Mm-hmm.
So when you find the other half of the bracers, you can attach them, and through space-time, we'll call it,
Mm-hmm.
for lack of a better term, the bracers will attach to him. And he actually made these bracers out of stone and flesh from his own body.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, when you're ready, you can activate them, and the stone and flesh will return to him with the bracers attached.
Mm-hmm.
Hardcore.
uh, little side
And
project.
so she will she'll take those, she'll put them away, and instead of just hugging him around the leg, she will like you'll watch her like kind of start forcefully climbing up his armor to hug him around the shoulder.
And he'll definitely hug you. If you plan to leave now, you have one more thing coming to you, but you'll catch it on the way out.
What's that?
Your hourglass that you requested,
Thank you.
or 10-day hourglass. Hold on, I got this. And he pauses for like a hot minute. Your 240 hourglass. And it took him like a solid 45 seconds to do the math. But that one's going to be a little special for you too.
Thank you.
Huh?
And she'll just go around and she'll take like an hour or so and just say goodbye to everybody.
For sure. You see her. Oh my God, home. Home is on the. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, go me. Sorry, the painkillers are kicking in, so I'm getting less sharp.
Nice.
So, yeah, is waiting for you at kind of the gateway to the village, and as you kind of approach the gateway to the village, you can see the side of the mountain is all but voided. Where it was like a 3-foot gap a couple of days ago, it's probably a 30-foot gap now.
Yeah.
And that they're just, as far as the lightning goes from left to right, it's out now going up and down vertically as opposed to horizontally. So it actually seems like they're just threads that are keeping this attached of just energy as the city is slowly starting to float away. And she hands you the hourglass. And she goes, I don't know what you needed this for, but I made the granules out of something special. So I can too travel with you always. And she takes her fingers and rubs them together. And as she does, sand grains made out of her own flesh are falling into the hourglass topper as she places it on and twists it. And you realize that the sand grains are actually made out of pieces of herself.
And so she'll do the same thing. She'll climb up on top of and give her a hug around the shoulder. And I guess Leah would have been there for this, so he's gonna go remind me, how much do the giants understand about the primordials?
As we are made in their wake, I would assume a fair amount.
I kind of accidentally summoned one and sent it to the Shadowfell. That's the first time she's really actually properly spoken the past few days.
Yeah.
Dearie. If what is happening is happening, then we all are fighting for our place to be.
Does that mean the Shadowfell now will have elements?
If what has happened to the Shadowfell is happening to here, then yes, your primordial that you released into creation used it as a catalyst to claim a home, so their existence would not be lost. Does that make sense?
Like a bird making a nest in a tree.
We are all leaves in the wind. We just hope that we can remain attached so our home will remain intact.
Okay.
Your primordial is safe, only claiming a pocket of what could be theirs. Preservation, if you will, as all primordials, fey creatures, are likely to be affected by what's happening now.
Hmm.
So how did you even summon the primordial again?
I got a book, and I didn't know what it did.
Her answer for not knowing what something does is to activate it in an enclosed space as soon as possible.
It wasn't as soon as possible. I could have done it way earlier.
I said what I said, Dennis.
But yeah, so there's this book. And she kind of pulls it out. She's like, ta-da!
Interesting.
Yeah, she found it when we were in that zone that I think we met, that Leah came to us from, I guess.
And she opens the book to the primordial page. See?
Well, with a 19 in investigation, plus whatever modifier she probably has, she looks amazed by it. And she's just like, I wish I had more time to study it. A book that exists outside of time. How strange. It doesn't exist, yet it does. Much like you.
I don't exist.
What?
Well, you do exist, but don't.
What?
That being said, it is bound to happen anyway. I will give you one last gift to you, young, strange, wild child. But Leah, I ask that you make your way down the mountain first, and I will send her down later.
Okay. And Leah heads off.
So do we go down with Leah or do we stay in Alaska?
Bye, Mom.
Bye,
I think-
kiddos.
I think we go down with Leah then.
Yeah, okay. Don't die. It's okay if you start calling me Mom. It just keeps taking me off guard. And that's what she's saying as they're walking away.
Take it as a good thing. Take it as a
It's a good thing. It's a good thing. It just keeps startling me.
And she looks at Kittis and looks down at her and goes, as I am to return to that which makes me what I am, I have no more need for myself in this form. But you hunger, do you not?
Yeah, no one really has explained that. I tried eating real food, it didn't work.
And it will not, until you fix your state of being as you are suspended, much like my part of the world. So I offer myself to you. Close your eyes and consume.
She closes her eyes and does that.
So you place your hand on Ohm, and she models herself into a pose where she's kind of standing, but takes her luminous rock and ignites it and rests it on her belly, kind of like a stone Gaia. And as you place your hand upon her, she becomes less and less mobile and becomes more and more stone. And she places herself in the gateway to the city as in a pose to kind of send a message to anything that would come to the city, that they would have to go through her. And when you open your eyes, she is no longer living, but a stone statue that looks exactly like her. And you no longer hunger, but she no longer lives.
Huh. She's like kind of like stands there for like a little bit too long. Like she stands there for like a solid like 10 minutes after this.
Roll a perception.
That is a 24.
Dang.
You notice that there are many of these stone giants, but after they witnessed what happened to Ohm, they understand that it's time. And many of them, although still alive, begin to sit or take poses or go inside and begin what seems to be a ceremony of ending, as they're all slowing down the farther and farther away the separation of the void is.
And she kind of like regains her like, okay. And she's just like, may I don't know if you have souls, but may you find rest. And she then goes down the mountain to follow her party.
So you catch back up. I'm assuming everyone was kind of going a little bit slower. There was a huge gap from where the path ended, and then basically the mountain is just this void. And then you can kind of make your way down the path a little bit more that's separated. Hi, Zinni. Hi, honey. Your mama's in the shower. Go bug her. Go bug her. Go bug mom. Okay, now she's grooming. Oh, really? Okay.